And hello everyone, welcome back to CTL. Those that have watched the previous D5 semis might not have expected to hear my voice once again, but unfortunately Ford, Aidlo, and Snowy have little problems getting on the cast right now due to different reasons, so I'll be covering for the time being probably half of this D3 semis for the time being, but regardless, more than happy to guide you through the beginning of this match for Flow versus IKW. And we'll start with the introduction right away as we're sixth in room, starting with Flow, the third seed coming into this semis. Quite the unexpected pick, I will say. A lot of people expecting either IF or JC in their spot, but with JC dropping and IF unfortunately bailing out of the season at the end. Flow managed to sneak their way into semis here. AT, Murray, Flavian, Brigade, Lucas, they're pretty much their standard lineup, really, with AT being their main point scorer for the time being. Although there's definitely more to be said about Murray as well, and Brigade, Flavian not being any slouches either. Lucas proving to be quite the competent bagger coming into the semis here. And for IKW side on the second seed, we have also what is considered to be probably their main lineup in Bali, Callum, Season, Clyde, and Ardux bagging the Ducks work as he is known for those shock nines, but hopefully won't be too shown here with Lucas challenging him on that factor. Bali proving to be quite the formidable runner this season, I will say, more than a lot of people expected. He was more so known previous seasons for his bagging work, but proving to be quite the point scorer. Callum, Season, Clyde, all players with quite a bit of experience coming into these semis here, so should be a rather interesting match either way. Possibly coming into match 3 here, we'll have to see how the match progresses at as we watch it properly. We're currently 7 in room, waiting for one last IKW member. Lucas having joined in 8th, possibly in 7th, possibly preparing for the Alpine Peak pick from IKW that we know them so well. So having played against both teams this season, being in IF, I will say I am expecting a close match. I do think IKW have the slight edge, especially coming into this end of the season with the momentum that they've possessed at the end of the season, really. But Flow, really being the sleeper pick here that a lot of people might not expect performing this well, but they have managed to claw their way into these semis by just the skin of their teeth, really barely a few points away. But they shouldn't be underestimated exactly for that reason. They really have nothing to lose past this point, and that's when teams can get the scariest. So we're still waiting on, unfortunately, just waiting a bit for the 3 last players to arrive as we coming to the pen, but second to last member from IKW coming in, so we should be getting started anytime soon. As for track picks, of course, IKW, we should expect an Alpine Peak coming at some point, as we all know. The Bali Indiff pick, probably the most infamous one coming in from IKW. Flow with the more rather well, we expected rather standard track picks coming from into the season, but from the draft onwards, Flow have shown that they've had quite a bit more in their arsenal than we expected, with picks like Starry Cityscape and Wicked Woods, for example, that are rather recent tracks that a team of this, well, not this age, it rather mean, but rather a team of this experience that you would expect more flat retro tracks. Those are still in their draft, of course, but not as prevalent as one would guess, although of course, being into playoffs means that you're not getting only your track picks, you're getting track picks from the entire draft, not just your list. So it'll be interesting to see if any of those teams choose to go for other teams' track picks that might have eluded them during the draft. So finally, we're getting 10 players on board, should be getting started any moment now as I keep an eye on the rep chat. But regardless, should be an interesting match for us all to watch. Brigade in the 7th position as we see, so possibly preparing for the Alpine Peak. For those that do not know, if there's a bit of a quirk in one of the Alpine Peak bagging respawns, where if you're starting in around 7th or above, I believe, or 8th or above, you get a better respawn in terms of bagging. So that's the reason why the bagger joined earlier on compared to the rest of the runners. So it's just to gain that little bit of an edge, though it might hurt you a little bit in the first race, is just to make sure that you do not get surprised by that Alpine Peak track pick. Though it is possible to do the respawn without that advantage, it is much harder, and you'll see a lot of teams just not wanting to risk it compared to just having the runner start a bit further behind. And regardless, since both teams will most likely mirror it, you're not really losing that much time either way. So I'm currently just waiting on the players to start. We have gotten the okay from Molly, so we should get started at any point now. I'll have to see whether the first picks from either team. Since IKW are not odds, I do not expect Alpine Peak to be the first track pick at the very least. Could be something like Aqua Dungeon that they've also picked quite a bit, though they usually save it for 2-3. Could be something like the Hell Pyramid, the Luncheon Tour, Grand Archives even possibly if they feel like it. Quite a few options even in their draft compared to the other teams. For Flow, obviously there's a lot of running track picks. You can pick BC2, you could pick Sandy, you could pick any of those really could fit that first race as we get underway. So we'll just have to see what either team chooses to pick. Obviously, another pick to watch out for could be Volcanic Valley. A pick that is associated with AT, usually picked on pretty much every team that he's been on. The Rosalina player, that being pretty much his star track a lot that he picks pretty much at any opportunity if played with him in lounge or anything of the sorts. So we'll have to see what either team goes for. So Flo hovering around a bit, deciding to pick Pipe Underworld, an interesting pick for odds. You gotta consider that 2 and 4 have a great line into the first cut as well. So we'll have to see if Flo managed to sneak into the front. And Festival Town, rather classic track for even. Second, having a great line coming into the first corner with just those mid spots and low spots allowing you to get the shrooms to get up almost immediately with that first cut. We'll have to see what the first track is picked. And Mr. Bean favors Flow to start us off on Festival Town, a rather classic track pick if you're used to more old school types of tracks, pretty flat, pretty usual, as we follow AT in third place, yes. The one that is most likely to challenge that second place spot, so we'll have to see the duel in the front for the first few seconds here. Alright, so we'll have to see. AT actually managing to take that lane a bit tighter, getting into first. So grabbing that fib, no protection, but he has Murray right behind him. He doesn't need to, can coordinate a double back almost immediately. Flavian shooting up as well. Early top 3 for Flow on their opponent's track picked. Fib tight here is going to be dodged by pretty much everyone in the room. Small backs in that corridor there, everything being dodged, top 3 being held. And both baggers sitting at the set here, no one wanting to go for that pipe clip or failing if they have gone for it already. So for now, nothing too major going on, just that red in first, both baggers still chaining. That is the one issue of Festival Town is that, oh, actually Clyde, getting that build early and choosing to use it, not wanting to allow any random shocks to be rolled, but he gets redded out immediately by AT that pulled this red in second due to the slight lag, but AT still being gone in first pretty much as we don't really see anything, and one of the baggers already pulling shock as I think someone, actually I believe someone DC'd, yeah, Lucas has it in 8th, so someone DC'd and he pulled it, so he's gonna have to stay hidden for now as AT is still in a great position. The rest of Flow should be, but that little fail on the ramp, Caster's Curse coming back to bite me, but FW actually in pretty much everything that they need to. Little box hit, but should be fine with that triple shroom. 4 out of the top 5. AT choosing to hold it, wanting to get potentially, there we go, a star, the dodge that he needs to potentially make sure that no one from IKW can really get that good of a race. We do see one of IKW, oh actually it is Flavian I believe that got hit out as well, so he might get that second dodge, just allowing them to get a great race here, choosing to use it really late, seeing as the rest of FW is probably still in the front with Clyde in 4th here. Star being used, and Shock comes out. Gonna be careful not to hit out his teammate here. Clyde in second and Murray in first. That POW might... That actually screws up Murray a bit, but he should keep second. And that is top 2-4, I believe, for the start as Snowy joins us. Hello, Snowy.
Hello.
So unfortunately, Ford and Aidlo not there just yet, but happy to have you to help cast those first few races. Did you watch that? Well, first few races.
I did not see that. I did not see that race one. No.
Well, it was fairly dominant from IKW, from FW. Sorry, getting a top 3 early on. Flavian and AT getting hit out, but managing to double dodge at the end to get a pretty decent race. Should be like 1-3-4. 1-3-4-7 as Bali DC'd race one, so we're unfortunately gonna have to wait for him to connect back. But good race from FW to start us off here.
Yeah, that's a good start from FW.
Well, I do actually want to get your opinion on this, since you're essentially waiting for whoever's going to be winning this match in finals. Any opinions on those teams? Anyone that you'd want to see win for your chances of winning finals, really?
Well, I don't know, like when we played IKW, none of the matches didn't feel too close. The first one against FW didn't feel too close either, but on the second match, it felt like they won. So if I was going to choose between the two, I'd rather play LV. But at the same time, I think we can definitely dominate FW because we had typical bagging. So that didn't turn out too great.
Yeah, that does make sense. And Ford also joins us, so I will most likely bow out as soon as the second race starts. Happy to have you both here. How are you doing, Ford?
I'm good. I'm fresh off of a squad queue win with Brody, so probably like a +20, +30.
Yeah, I'm fresh off a win too.
We take those. Any gain is a gain. So, since you didn't see a race one, I assume you didn't see race one at the very least.
I did not. That's correct.
All right. So, little refresher just before I pass you the baton for the rest of this cast. A pretty dominant race from FW overall. AT managing to get first on Festival Town early. Top 3 pretty much going into the end of lap 2, but a few stray hits getting Flavian and AT out. Before Lucas getting the shock and dodging AT at the end there, allowing them to get 1-3-4. An unfortunate spam pow from AT gets Murray in third instead of second, but still a really decent race at 1-3-4-7 since Bali DC'd. We are currently resetting room, just waiting for them to come back. As I asked Noe, any thoughts on those two teams in particular? Anyone you'd want to see perform just for the sake of your chances in finals? I've heard most of your matches with them were fairly close, aside from a match with FW, so any specific thoughts regarding all that?
I believe we blew IKW out twice.
Yeah, we did.
But we had good lineups both times. FW was actually our first match of the season, and we won pretty handily, but I think they've gotten a lot better since then. They're one of the few teams in the div that really actively scrimmed, along with probably us and IF. We lost match 2, but I personally think it was the typical kill attacks.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But I'd honestly expect FW to win this. I think they have good chemistry together. I think obviously AT MVP in the div, one of the better individuals, probably the best individual in the room. But I would not write IKW out. I think they have a healthy mix of sort of CT players and then also RT players. I think you kind of need that to.
Yeah, that little mix of tech skill and just overall item play and game sense definitely helping out.
Just a sense of how the war's played, how a war is played. I feel like IKW have a better knowledge on that part at least.
Yeah, certainly. We do see Lucas joining in 7th. Baldy Peak may be coming out.
The Alpine Peak strat, I was talking about that in the first, during the first room, because obviously that is the one pick we do expect out of IKW, the Bali Indiv pick, as it is well known. Though I will say, it wasn't pick race 1, obviously. I actually don't remember what was picked by FW picked Pipe Underworld and IKW picked Festival Town, that's right. So yeah, we're just gonna see what IKW decide to replace that with for the time being. And with that being said, I believe that I will pass the baton on to you two. happy to have you here for the second match, and we'll be watching from the sidelines.
Yes, thank you for filling in
Thank you,
for
Skip.
us. Always
No worries.
nice
Always.
to count on you. And yeah, we see Bali joining in 9th or 10th actually. Who's the
Yeah.
bagger for FW? Is it Ardux or Ivan today?
I believe it is Ardux if I'm not. It is Ardux if I'm not mistaken. According to the lineups,
Okay,
it is
okay.
Ardux.
Yeah.
That's good. As
Yeah, I
much
think
as
Lucas will give FW the edge in this match definitely.
uh
That's what I
it-
feel anyway.
yeah, Lucas is probably more up to date with the strats, but I mean Ardux people like to sort of joke on him, but he
Yeah,
knows
he's
what he's
solid,
doing
definitely.
bagging. Definitely not on the newer CTs, but sitting tracks I definitely give him the edge. Same with sort of drive back tracks. But it'll be good to watch. What even is this IKW logo? I can't even see it from my from the little small one. That is awesome.
That was a cool
Shout out to
profile.
the IKW graphic design team. Let's see, Pipe Underworld coming in
Help
for
him.
FW, a Hell Pyramid on the other side. Hell Pyramid's an interesting one. I don't ever remember playing it in the regular season.
Yeah, I don't think anyone picked it against us.
Let me see if anyone picked it in the draft. I guess someone had to have.
Yeah, someone had to, yeah.
Yeah, IKW picked it. I guess I only played one match against them, but interesting to see them go to that over something like Lakeside, which I know is one of their go-to resets. And it will be Hell Pyramid. AT Streaming recently acquired a capture card. Good to see his POV, the MVP of the div. Starts in second. And he might be
Goes into
first.
first, yeah, he is, yeah.
Itemless, but that's probably fine. Obviously, the center of this cut is the pretty massive shortcut.
That's why they're going
towards
to
the
catch up.
end.
Before
Interesting to
streams
see.
in.
Yeah. No backs early. Probably fine.
Triple streams for Callum.
Yeah, good item for Callum. Won't quite get him to first, I don't think.
Yeah, probably second.
and
Is that
Clyde's
Clyde
off.
failing the cut? Yeah.
Can be tough. He's gonna struggle to break this red. Kind of an awkward
Yeah, he's
part.
good, yeah.
But Bali replaces him. It's still pretty even. One bagger failing the strat.
2-3.
2, 3, 4 even. AT is a fib in first right now. I'd expect him to probably hit Bali here. Lucas has
Yeah,
shock
maybe a
as
back
well.
type first time.
Important to note. They can use 2, and they do like to call early shocks, as Snowy and I know all too well.
Yeah, they do.
It's the fib. Not reading AT's line correctly. See what dodges look like in the back. I think Callum really needs to try to hit. Who's that Brigid in the back? But just opts to get rid of him.
Triple streams again for Callum. Should be able to get at least close to the top spots.
Yeah.
Flavian
And
taking cut too.
Murray could have a dodge possible, but Flavian didn't. Bali gets into first on our other pop, so it's 1, 3, 5 odd spots at the minute. I like chaining these.
Yeah, I presume Flavian or Brigade will have, or Brigade at least back there will have a dodge.
Yeah, see if what Bali can give us with here. Nice snipe attempt, maybe a little bit far back on the
Oh,
the
nice green
European.
attempt from AT. Oh, he hits the ground green there.
Yeah, and that is unfortunate. Maybe he can cheese a Mega. Mega or Trip Reds this box, I'd bet my life on it. Ooh,
Single
I'm
red.
dead.
Yeah.
Clyde also getting a good TC pass there. AT can probably get this back, but he's going to have to lose time.
Oh, triple
And he
shrooms, but
gets
just
the
as he's
triple
getting
shrooms.
TC'd.
Callum has blue on our other POV. It's going to be cancelled, the TC. Brigade dodging.
Yeah, FWing part, yeah.
I don't... Is it going to be enough? I think someone got hit up in the front. Might have been Bali.
Flavian and AT in 5-6.
I think that's top 2 for FW.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Shock is very powerful on that track.
Yeah, Brigade holding the star nearly all race. Murray might have dodged as well. I don't know what happened to him, but probably either a dodge, maybe a shock onto the ramp.
Yeah.
Well, well played from them. Well played to Lucas, knowing the strat. That's not a free one. I've
Yeah,
seen
you're much
many
more
people
clued
fail.
up on the bag department.
Yeah, so top 256,
Yeah,
good
top
race
256
for
is a good race
FW.
from FW. Should be building a nice little lead so far.
Yeah, I imagine it'll just be Pipe Underworld again. They frequented that one against us. Could also be Volcanic Valley, or maybe. Yeah, I'd expect one of those two. Interesting to see if they pick any tracks that weren't on their drafted list. I know there's a couple that our team is sort of looking at, like, we wanted those, we didn't get them, and that we will probably end up picking the finals. But it will just be Pipe Underworld for now. We'll probably see more of those tracks towards a match 2 or a match 3.
Yeah, I know AT won't let him play without Volcanic Valley being picked.
The Grand Archives for IKW. I still don't know how I feel about that track in Wars. I don't like it at all in Mogi, to be
I used to
honest.
dislike it, and then we got a massive comeback against FW and OL actually on this track. We triple dodged on the last turn to secure playoffs.
Clean. Clean, clean, clean. And we'll get to see the Grand Archives. AT
Imagine
starting
AT.
in 5th. See
Imagine
if
trying to hit some
he...
mid spot here.
Yeah, I think they'll probably drive in top 2, AT hit mid spot, and then... Or
To wall.
he will bag. Oh my god, I can't believe he's not
Oh,
off.
almost off there. We'll be getting
Backing
boxed here
up,
though.
get golden, take this cut maybe? And he's not,
He
he's not
probably
glued
wants
in.
to chain it.
I think
Probably wants to chain it so he can take the next cut.
I think he still would have gotten a box, but... Oh,
Oh, but he
that's...
misses the box.
Let's switch to Callum so we can showcase the
Yeah, triple
real
shrooms in 7th.
focal point of the
Often
track,
breakage.
I'd say. This shortcut. And this is really good spots for IKW. If I were Callum, I would chain these shrooms and just try to be aggressive with items. I never mind his teammate gets hit.
In 4th, yeah, I reckon he just holds these.
Oh wow, they're both
Yeah,
then
especially in
top,
3rd now, yeah.
top 2. Yeah, needs to hope for no POW. It looks like Brigid has shrooms. He hasn't done anything.
Looks like Ardux is in 10.
Yeah, this track's an interesting one to bag. It's like bagger routes, which can be a little tricky if you get Bill. It can be annoying to lose it.
Yeah,
But
Lucas falling off with
there's
Bill.
plenty of places, yeah. Opts not to do that cut, which is interesting.
I reckon
I don't know.
Brigid has another shroom in 2nd.
Certainly has one. If he has 2 shrooms, it'll be interesting to see whether
trap there.
Callum would have played aggressive. But taking this cut,
Yeah.
very well done. And I'd be perma rear view here to see if Brigid trails. If he trails, I'd honestly just burn the shroom and start backing.
Yeah, I agree.
Opt to hold it for now though. AT
Yeah,
is
I
blue on
reckon-
other POV.
Yeah, I reckon IK we have the shock. Lucas just driving with Bill currently.
AT back bombed. See if Callum can nail this blue dodge. A notorious weakness of mine.
And he
Very well
does.
done. But I've still seen no items used for Brigid. I think he has another shroom. I don't.
I reckon
Do you know what the
so.
TS is like on the cut?
It's not the worst. I think you get respawned to the left, I believe.
Okay, interesting. See if they opt for maybe a shock before cut.
AT with the TC.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a shock into set, which I actually think is much better for IKW. Volley dodging, of course.
Taking cut as well.
Yeah, so he should win this race. Maybe 2 blues could have something to say about that. There are a number of sets on this track. Nice back from Callum.
IK we're still in 6-7. And a blue coming out.
Volley could be dodging this. Yeah,
He is, yeah. Looking like a pretty secure top 2 for IKW.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
but
switch to
Falcon's
AT
out.
is see
Triple
shrooms up
shrooms
at the
8.
end.
See if he can beat Clyde. He can.
Think-
No, he
Oh!
can't. He got trailed on the line.
Yeah, unfortunate. Nicking that bookcase gets him 8th.
Yeah.
I think that was top 267 for IKW. Nice bounce back race.
Yeah. Solid start to the comeback.
Absolutely. I think we like jokingly banned that track against them the first match, and I'm glad we did. Or no, we
Yeah.
didn't, and they picked it race 1. I remember now. Yeah, top 2 6. Oh, 5-7 even. Season beating
Very
out fully
good,
beating
very
them
good
online.
race from IKW.
Yeah, I love that. We'll have the competitive races. What do you think they're gonna go for kind of a running track here? Top 2.
Oh, I know they often like to pick GBA Rainbow Road, but that's more of a top 3 track.
Yeah, they have the 2-5 draft, which is available to them if they go that route. Could also just be Alpine Peak or maybe Final Grounds. Sort of good tracks from the front, but more neutral tracks overall. I'm curious what FW pick. Is it gonna be like, it's gonna be something horrible that I'm gonna just scoff at?
Let's have a look. Should I get
And that's a
Lumbercare?
valid class.
Yeah.
That's class. That's class. I didn't know they liked that one.
Ford
Eating
will
my
not
own
be scoffing
words.
today.
And yeah, there is Delfino Island. Another Bali track. He's definitely had some influence on their track taste this season. I know a lot of them like Alpine Peak and Delfino Island, but those are sort of tracks that Bali frequents in the Mogi Lounge. Random from Lucas could be scary. Nah. It will be Shy Guy Lumber Co. I am curious if either bagger will go for the new strat. I assume Lucas, this had to be a sort of planned pick. I assume Lucas will end up going for that new strat that Boshi posted in the bag server not too long ago.
If either of the baggers have learned the strat, it will definitely be Lucas.
And Lucas is going forward, so he does not know it.
Shroom 4 for AT.
Yeah,
Should get him into first. He's
get
driven
him
up
into a
to
comfortable
second.
lead. Good spacing there, not to get trailed.
Oh, he does get an honored. Should still make the cut. He does.
Yeah, no problems there. Fifi reference. So he's just gonna chill in first. Bali holding up. He's actually gonna get to first. The Nana did matter. AT will know he's itemless, so he can drive tight. I
clips the wall, so he can't go for cut.
Wall, yeah, I was gonna expect him to go to cut, maybe try to muscle into
Bali
first, but Bali's off
cut.
anyways. What are you doing? I like that back green. Kind of hit him behind the wall.
Nice green.
Owns Callum, I believe. Bib's a really powerful item here. A bunch of sort of blind landings.
Yeah, I can gain a bit of time on the strat there.
Yeah. Again, see what Callum can get.
Triple shrooms.
Curious what he'll do with these. If there's a river box, he might opt to chain, but no, he's just gonna make the conservative play and just hold them for cut.
Triple shrooms will get him back up to the mid pack at least, or close to the pack.
Oh, I don't like going for this though. I would have liked to see him go for another item.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever taken that kite in the history of my. Oh, Bali. No.
Bali passes him the TC as he makes the cut.
Yeah, that's gonna put FW into like top 3.
Yeah, with a nice.
Oh no, Season's up there. Unfortunate communication there.
Yeah, definitely.
But they back 8th. And we see Ardux with a shock. Lucas is chasing him with Bill. Not sure what dodges could possibly be held. There's a shock. One dodger in the mid pack, one under ramp. These they come up. It is Clyde.
Not taking cut though.
Yeah, maybe not queued into the star cut. But that's okay. It's gonna get him to first all the same. Nana goes left from AT. Callum got TC'd in 7th on our other POV, so he is out of the race.
He's guaranteed 8th pretty much.
Green back. I think that's Flavian getting redded. AT missing the trick. He should be fine though. I don't think he'll go for a snipe attempt here.
Surely he just goes around the strat. Like, yeah.
Clyde also going around. It's scary. I think that's like 1-3-4.
1-3-4, yeah. And 7 as well. Callum's managed to end up in front of
We see Lucas in 8th. Someone's disconnected.
Well, let's hope Aidlo gets here. I'll have to head off to a match versus RS.
Yes. Good luck in that one. I can carry on the torch until Aidlo gets here. Solo.
Yeah, still got a while yet.
Who the disconnect is though. Flavian calling reset, so.
Yeah, coming from FW.
Brigid with the DC. 1, 3, 5, 7. Odd spots.
Bringing it closer though.
Oh, that's what happened to Brigid lap 1. The penalty. minus 20 onto FW. I was wondering how, or not break, excuse me, season lap 1 of the Grand Archives just sort of died in like the corner. Got starred by the bagger. Brutal. Yeah, we can see this here.
Oh, yeah.
Bit unfortunate timing for Lucas, but probably
Definitely
his
minus
fault.
20.
Just need to play a little bit safer when you're in star, but it can be tough on CTs. I noticed like RTs, you play them so many times as a bagger, you kind of know when you're going to run into the runners. That doesn't happen as much on CTs because the timings just aren't ingrained in your head. So
Yeah, so many tracks to memorize too.
yeah, absolutely. Burning that trim. Unfortunate too. Looked like he just spammed his item. I think Clyde just hit the wall. That's funny. Yeah. Brutal star bash from Lucas.
Unfortunate that he's so far to the left there as well.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that's the optimal line as a runner. Not that I would really know, but. Alright, so that might actually put IKW in the lead. Let me take a look at our table. Yeah, they are winning by 14 after 4, assuming the table's right. I guess it'll be a little bit less. Oh no, Astro has already taken care of the spot correct to 8th, so it is IKW plus 14.
It's a very nice turnaround from IKW there.
Yeah, Clyde leading the charge for them. I think he was their best scorer this season. I might be wrong. I know he averaged over 30, I think I saw, so. Not as experienced on CTs as of late, but I know he has a bunch of tracks he likes, so.
Yeah, it was definitely Clyde leading the team with a 30.4 average.
Yeah, and I don't even think he played every week. Nathan played a couple at the start. He played the first match against us, I remember.
Yeah.
He had a rough one on Blissful Block, as most RT players do.
Yeah, that's not a track for the faint-hearted.
Yeah, I think just speaking a little more on IKW, it's been really season Bali and Callum every match, sort of the core of the team. And I think they've really only gotten better as the season's gone on. Similar to FW, but the chem has really improved. I know Season and Callum are friends and they've been playing for a while, but adding Bali in, he's typically played with balls the last couple of seasons. But they decided to take a break. As we fill up the room again. Murray MVP so far. He's certainly been a player that surprised me this season. A lot of frontal presence from him.
Yeah, definitely an underdog player, but he's done very well.
Yeah. We'll see how sort of mentally taxed he is. I know he just bagged D5 semis pretty shortly before this.
Who ended up winning that bout?
I think Flag won 2-0. I know they won match 1. Yeah, 2-0. Caesar was on like 100 after 8 in the first match. And then match 2, 130 from Delhi. Really nice performance.
Good to see one of the flag teams bringing the banner home.
Yeah. Hedwig playing for ASY. I haven't seen Hedwig play CTs in a while. Lucas the leading Flavian on our other POV. No love for the teammates. So yeah, it's Bali's friend code. He's gonna hop in. Is he gonna go 6th here? I guess I don't know. You can do it from 8th. Big misinformation on the game side. You can do the Alpine Peak strat from 8th place. Are those bagger points right? That's a good question. I can check.
Thank you, Fun.
Suitmaster's probably checked, but I will. Oh, this isn't. Does he even like end his stream? Why can't I see the full thing? Astro, do you know if bag points are correct? I'll go check real quick. Ivan of Ivan Cartwee in the chat. Glad to have you here.
2-2 sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 2-1 up for those races. And who got 9th on Festival Town? Yeah, 3-1 for FW. It was Lucas. Yeah. So 3-1. So plus 12 only. Not a monumental difference.
Yeah, definitely still close. Anyone's game.
Absolutely.
Who do you reckon has the more sort of comeback potential, or if they lose match 1, who do you think can have their good mental reset to bring it back?
I think FW, especially kind of with how their season started, they lost 3 or 4 of their first couple matches, and obviously coming back to even tie with us on points, they didn't have the head-to-head, so they don't get the bye to
Yeah,
finals. But I think that showed a lot of resilience, a lot of fight.
definitely. And then
And IKW, I mean, I certainly don't think their mental's bad. They have a lot of experience, so they're not going to be too rattled by a loss. But I think they could sort of fall into that RT player mindset of like, these tracks are horrible, and they'd never beat us if they picked normal tracks, which I mean I'm guilty of too, despite being a dog shit CT main. But because those FW tracks are just so interesting, is the word I'll use to describe them.
yeah, I feel like they have a slightly broader range, maybe.
Yeah, that's definitely true. See if any Sandy Clock Towers or Cosmic Groves come out this match.
Sandy Clock Tower is not a track I've seen being picked much.
I think it got banned a lot. I don't think they like it enough to protect it, and so it's just a track that a lot of teams see like, this could be exploited against us, so they ban it. That was our POV.
Yeah.
Going into the ban and protects versus them. See Brigga get in, waiting on, I believe, Callum. I think he'll be in shortly. Yeah, perfectly ready to join. That Ivan look like me.
I think we're back underway.
Yeah. Perfect. Couple resets already. I know FW notorious for resets throughout their season. Yeah.
Let's hope there's not too many more.
Yeah, hopefully we can get through it. And hopefully no team comes to a -20. I think it's 1 each right now on the resets, so you hate to see that type of pen. One that doesn't affect any race whatsoever come to play.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure either team will take the -20, but at the same time, it's nice to feel
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
it feels like it's nice to feel like you've really achieved the win.
Definitely. I remember my maybe second RT season, I was playing against at NN, and they lost off of a repick pen, and Forvex lost it in the rep chat. I think that was one of his earlier bans. For those who know Forvex, they can imagine what he was talking about.
Balbo almost choking their first seed off a couple of repicks in back-to-back matches.
If we didn't get 1 seed because I let Will play and he scored 50 and then we repicked and Aidlo through, I would have been happy because I would get to play more best of 3s, but I would have laughed a little. Alpine Peak though, definitely maybe the one track that was a guarantee this war.
Yeah, you see on our other POV, Callum streaming up. He should be up with Bally soon. Yeah, there we go, top 2.
Like the green attempt from AT. Not quite though. I think match 1 track picks matter a lot more in this new sort of track pick format where you can end up picking match 3 again should it come to it.
Yeah, if you feel like you're really strong on a track, picking it match 1's definitely the play.
Yeah, and I honestly think that's good because I know in teams I've played for, we've sort of tried to save tracks if we were up a lot, and I think burning tracks is less powerful now, so I just think it's overall a good change.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
because I think you want to see the best teams on their best tracks right away. And
AT trying to get the draft.
yeah,
And
let's
Lucas
take a
with
look
the
at the
shock.
backpop. Lucas being chased, so there's two possible. We don't know what spots are like in the back. Both of our pods duking it out in top 2 right now. Not a snipe attempt, not quite. Gonna force him into kind of an awkward line, but not losing too much. It tells me that IKW is not really dominant spots if Ardex still chasing him. He starts to go back now. I think with IKW being... Oh, Clyde just failed.
Yeah,
I like this from Ardex to just secure one shock only. This is a long track. Unless they can hold it for the very end, which, you know, most teams sort of shock around first set in the cut, there'll be time for another one. So I think that is a good decision on his part.
yeah, just need a blue for Callum as well, and FW already seeing pretty.
Someone gets a TC. Looks like Brigand. He's gonna hit the fib too. See if maybe Murray or AT can cheese a shroom. We get him really close to Callum. Murray would probably pass him. I don't know if AT would, but
Looks like
ooh,
Billy's in
nice
fourth, and
fib.
Murray hitting the fib. Nice fib from Callum.
Yeah, there's a shroom for AT.
AT.
I don't think this gets him to first though.
He'll be close,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think Callum will still have the lead.
No, he's first by a good bit. Oh, looks like he kind of struggled a little bit there. There's a shock bill dodge from Flavian by the looks of things. Callum
Should
going for this
take him.
wall bounce small.
And he makes it.
AT makes it enough. He had drift speed coming out.
So,
Oh,
Callum
no,
hitting a wall
Callum.
in second.
Not gonna cost him too dearly yet. I think he probably still wins off a blue, which is gonna be IKW's sort of main goal for this race. Just chain boxes, and for blue, I don't know what blue spots they are. We don't really
Maybe
we haven't
try
had
and hit
any
18.
eyes.
Yeah, unless there's a blue,
Anything could be good.
Flavian should be secured first. See Murray in fourth, I think, as well, so this could be a really good race for FW.
Yeah, shock's certainly very powerful. Lucas has it again. See
Connecting
if
it back
maybe-
onto AT on the line, that could matter.
I think he still keeps third. I think they got 1, 3, 4, 5 by the looks.
Solid race.
I know Brigid was coming up there at the end.
Lucas should be secure in the bag point as well by the looks of things. So overall good race from FW.
Yeah, they handled that really well. Curious to know what Clyde did at the after cut lap 2. I think if they had 2 people up there to start double backing, it would have been really powerful. But good on Callum to keep second. That sort of saves that race. They'll be down a bit now, but a very manageable score.
Yeah, definitely. The points should be very close now between the two teams. With still over half the wall left.
Yeah, plenty of races, plenty of plays to be made. Did a quick merge room command. Oops, I just tried to merge with myself and my Wii is very much off.
Easy mistake to make.
Probably maybe pipe Underworld again for FW here.
Yeah, FW
no.
up 5 now.
Volcanic Valley will be the choice. They're actually going to be up 7, I believe. So I will put Ardux into 10th for that race. Is his name not? Oh, I just...
GBA Snowland coming out from IKW. Well, that's a track that I will never trust. Feels like
Yeah,
whichever
it's
bagger
hard.
gets
It's
shot
hard
wins the
to.
race.
It's hard to trust that one. There really is no running potential on it. It feels like the Shy Guy Beach of CTs. Well, actually, even that's more runnable. It's like the Raceway. Although
I think
a good bit of Raceway.
Volcanic Valley coming out.
Yeah, maybe AT trusted himself to squeak past Callum on his favorite track.
Callum burning out.
Yeah, that's actually a big mistake. AT drafting into first.
Yeah,
See
bar
what
a
the-
blue shell. I don't see AT getting forced out here.
Yeah, it's there are some sort of shroom opportunities here at the start when the pack's really close. There's a lot of boxes, so it's easy to cheese maybe a golden in 6th or 7th, but nothing happening for IKW. Side trick rail method. I believe that's slower for the kids at home. Callum with a star in 4th. Ardux will probably just immediately start touching because despite that shortcut looking pretty juicy, it saves nothing. And I'm pretty sure it only saves time because you shroom. Don't quote me on that, but that's just what it feels like.
Yeah, there's definitely not much in it.
I always get mad when people in Mogi use shocker and like shock to chain and take that cut. I'm like, you hate winning.
Callum falling off, avoiding a Nana.
Speaking of hating winning, it's an unfortunate mistake to make. That was really their saving grace. As we see, Lucas hitting a box 9, gets Bill. Maybe Ardex can pull it here? No, I don't think so. Yeah, AT just showing off some nice driving.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's his favorite track, so I'm sure he's put a lot of hours into it.
Still top 3, I think. Lucas box 9. Golden.
Still chaining.
Ardex has not been. I've been sort of keeping my eye on the back pop, and Ardex has not been as aggressive as I thought he would be. His team sort of needs Shock to win this race. No trick for AT. But that's okay. Don't need that one.
Yeah, you can already see that he's getting himself a nice little break in first.
Yeah.
Even with his teammates behind him.
Oh my goodness. Okay, he's on. Someone failed it. I honestly imagine that's an IKW member.
Is that Bali getting TC'd as well? Or else season?
Yeah. I think Bali's in second.
Yeah,
Mega
getting
use.
TC'd.
Oh, blue. This could be
Blue
big.
for AT, but I think it's too late. If you look on the other POV.
Yeah.
Oh, might get him on the line.
If there's a combo, maybe that Nana kind of in an awkward place. No, it's too far. But I feel like Bali must have lost time somewhere. I don't know if he went around the ramp or what, but
Yeah,
I
still
feel like
doing
he
well.
should have been closer.
Still doing well to break up FW's top 3 there, though.
Yeah, 2-5. Looks like FW got 8th as well. I think IKW will be relatively happy with how that went. They didn't get blue till late, and they didn't get POW, and they still managed a semi-respectable race, so can't be too upset with that. Callum will probably be kicking himself jumping off with that star in 4th, but without Shock, you know, maybe it's 2-3 instead of 2-5. Nonetheless, nice front run.
FW. Yeah, very good running from AT showing there.
Lucas bag point again. I don't know if he still has tops there, but he used to. He would always fall off on it in Mogi Lounge when he picked it.
Yeah, whenever I played in the lineup with AT, Volcanic Valley will always be picked, even if the team doesn't want it. But he's showing his skill on that track there, so fair play to him.
Absolutely. More good spots. These feel like they would be Sandy Clock Tower spots if there ever were a time to pick it, but they'll go for pipe instead, which makes sense. They have 1 and 4 can pretty easily get into the little crevice, so I think that makes sense.
Glimmer Express trains pick coming out though.
I like that pick. I think people rate Glimmer as a running track too highly. There's a bunch of shortcuts and it's a long track, so
yeah, there's definitely a lot of catch-up potential, especially with first starting on the far right at the start.
I think to really make this a running track, you need to be aggressive on the rail lap 1.
Yeah.
Like AT needs to say, I'm going to insta-back whatever I get on the right, but Ollie squeaked ahead. Maybe if AT was on Funky. No, I'm just joking. Looked like Bali started
trailing Flavian off there.
No one going for the faster strat, but that's okay. AT gets a double trick. I think he's going to be first.
Ooh,
Season getting into
not
first.
quite connecting.
This is a track that I actually know Season liked. He used to play a bit of CT Lounge maybe a year ago, and he would always pick this one and pretty consistently do well. Could have a shroom too. He might get redded. Oh no, that was beautiful. Nice not revealing his hand until the end. Callum ending up being in the one with the single shroom. See what kind of cut he goes for here. Opts to play it safe, goes for the trick.
Murray took cut though. Murray's up there now. 80 with a start in 8th on the other POV.
Yeah, Ardex has been getting a couple boxes 10. Don't know if he has it yet. I'll keep my eye on that and report to the chat. AT chaining the star. I like that play. Just get up there.
Yeah, especially when
shroom cut there.
IKW are in such good spots.
Yeah, 1-3-4 for IKW. Nice dodging the green back. I think Brig gets hit. Would have liked to see him maybe chain that for blue.
Chain for a blue, yeah. Or at least a power for the strat at the start.
Blue and Pow both really powerful. And it looks like neither bagger has it. Now it's sitting, so.
Again, AT, I'd be chaining that shroom.
Puts a lot of faith in himself, just sort of catching up. Opts the shroom there. Interesting. See if this Callum just bloopered in front of AT. We'll see if it messes anyone up on the rail. I doubt it, but it'd be funny. Oh, and Callum's gonna be the one to pull Pow. After sort of the crucial part of the track, opts to hold it with Murray sandwiched in between his two teammates, not wanting to T-Pow anyone. No double trick for AT this time.
Yeah, powerful. Still holding. Chip pushing's
Very
5 for
good
AT
item.
though.
Is that Murray off? Yeah, Murray. That ramp is so annoying. I've fallen off more times than I want to admit on that ramp.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it does happen.
He might have been powed off,
into a
actually.
good spot.
What? This is an interesting cut method. Is he going to get up top? No, not quite.
Not quite.
This is only going to get him to third. He'll obviously pass season. Ooh, unfortunate TC for
With the
Callum.
TC. This should get him into second here.
Yeah, definitely second. I don't think he'll pass Clyde. Bar maybe a TS. Lucas has the shock. And he hasn't really revealed it yet. Interesting to see if Ardex has a correct read on the situation to tell Clyde to play around it.
Doesn't look like it.
No, he's just staring at him. He might know. He might be like holding Bill or something, and he knows that he can't lose it and go back. Clyde goes up top, and there's the shock.
For the ramp, AT shocked into his own greens, but it shouldn't
I don't think he beats him
much.
now. Let's see if is there a dodger on the bottom from oh no, that's Season. This might still be top 2.
AT doing
Good.
well not to get bumped out there.
Yeah, really good wheelie cancel, but it is going to be top 2.
Still top 2. Oh, and he sniped on the
Bali
line. It's top
snipe!
3.
Stigma
Very nice
plays
green
from Bali.
Bali. Yeah, that's a very good race. Very good response to the last race.
IKW played that nearly perfect start to finish.
Yeah.
AT's gonna regret not just getting rid of those greens, backing them. FW was IKW was behind them anyways. He just needs to get rid of those. Make sure he's not, because that was like his one lose con. It would have been close between him and Clyde anyways, but it kind of took him out of contention for first.
Yeah, I think like that one there, he has to be chaining for either a blue or a POW. Otherwise, it's just a free run.
Yeah. Maybe Baldy was trailing it in the back or something, and that's why.
Yeah.
Didn't really see him all race until the end.
Even so, just chaining for triple reds.
Yeah, true. Would have been nice to see, yeah, more pressure. Especially on a track like Glimmer where there is some tech you can definitely fail. The more pressure that they feel in front of you.
Yeah, definitely.
IKW is going to vault back into the lead up by 3 after 7. And there's Warriors Climate Cataclysm.
It's always good to see a very close and competitive war.
DS Wario could be a real force to cement a lead for IKW. Warriors Climate Cataclysm, we'll see how much they practice. I mean, Bali and I were playing some CT Lounge earlier this week, and he's at least played the track a couple times. And Callum was in those lineups as well, so they should be practiced enough to win. But this track is big cuts and deceptively big cuts at the end is what I'd say too.
Yeah. FW with a sigh of relief they didn't pick DS Wario because it's very hard to break top spots on that track.
Absolutely. I'd say golden and triple shrooms really the 2 items you look for first set if you're a runner.
Single shroom, not quite the item he wants, but
can we swap to Lucas in like 5 seconds? He's gonna go for the bag strap. We'll see if he makes it. I obviously don't want to spend too much time here with the race going on, but he's gonna line up for this. This one's finicky. I don't think that's how you do it. Ardek's going for it too.
We see on the other POV that IKW have got into 1. AT's still holding second.
Oh, I don't. Yo, we needed to SSMT. I don't think he's gonna get it. Oh, he does. Okay, so that's gonna be pretty much permaten for FW. Good on Lucas. That's how differently than how I have done the strat, but he makes it work.
Blue coming out for season. AT will be in one.
Yeah, trying to slow. It's good spots right now for FW. They're like, I think they're top
Top
3.
2. Yeah, top 3, yeah. We see Brigade with triple greens in the other POV as well. Might force Callum out.
It needs to. Oh, that's a really good item. Lucas has the shotgun or bagger pop, just something to keep in mind. Flavian probably holding a dodge. That's sort of his role on the team.
Although he is in second.
Oh, is he? Who's the one in the back? Oh, Murray then.
Nice,
Murray.
nice cut from Callum.
Yeah, AT going around that Shroomless. I think. Oh, he just has a red. Wow. Season also up here.
Well.
Season's definitely. You can tell he's practiced his track. He's had a lot of frontal presence. 2-4 right now.
Callum drafting and getting the snipe off. Very nice.
Green and the snipe, very clean. Always satisfying that when that happens. Nanas for AT in first, it looks like. I like that snipe attempt. Just a little bit wide. Oh, Season's gone though. Did he get hit somewhere? Potential -5 if Brigade was wise enough to go wide there. I'm always looking for a good cheeky pen.
Yeah, I haven't seen Mario race, so I assume he is holding one of the dodges in the back.
Looks like Brigade's gonna cut here, and Callum hits a Nana. Alright, so this is pretty much top 2. Go for the cut. Very nice. That can be tricky with the slippery road.
But he's TS and cut. I see Brigade getting TS'd as well, maybe.
Did he make it? Oh no, I think that's him, right? Oh,
no, it's Bally TS.
They're bottom 4 right now, I believe. There's a blue. That's good. And these cuts are pretty big.
Yeah, Bally needs a triple shroom chain, or at least a shroom chain here if he does. I'm just gonna opt to hold.
I like just holding. I think. Oh, Flavian had a star.
Flavian with a star. Oh, and
someone threw a bomb up. I think that was a good bomb for. That was a really good bomb for
I think that was
IKW.
3-4-5 for IKW there. That's a.
They will take that. They will take that.
Yeah, that's a very good salvage from the top 4.
Bottom 4 after the last set of the track, and they managed that.
Yeah, very nice bomb.
Interesting. I want to know who threw that, to be honest. If it was yeah,
it must have been a IKW player because
I think it had to be I think it had to be Clyde. I think he was the one in 6th, and I don't think you can get bombs in 7th unless I'm mistaken. Striker the Bagger saying I would have hit all 4 of them. Probably would have been a lap behind too and backing it. We see FW back in the lead. As close as it can be, pretty much. Murray's still MVPing. Really nice stuff from him. He did have one of the dodges there, it looked like. I guess Flavian must have like gotten a dodge too because he had a star in like 4th at the end there or whatever.
Pipe Underworld coming out again on Lunch and Tour from IKW.
Who Ivan provides the clip. It was Season. That's a disgusting bomb. Wow. What a play. He got it the set before. Yeah, thank you, Ivan, for the clip. Beautiful play. I think it must have ricocheted off of the 2 corner walls or something. I don't know. Lunch and Tour though, my favorite bagging track in the game. Just some fun facts about me. But I think this track is pretty good forwards too. Shrooms play a big part. TC though.
TC on a red.
And he's
not
red.
The you want.
Yeah, he's gonna get their cut at least, but I don't think
yeah.
This.
Nah, definitely not.
Someone who's off.
Is Clyde?
Opts to hold the mega. Interesting. He's close enough to resizing. Lucas in 10 right now. See if he can nail this hop.
He does.
Wow. Oh, but Ardix does the better hop. This is an older track. Like we said, Ardix maybe doesn't know the newer strats, but I believe this was a track that Gorillas and Bartholomew picked I think that was sort of the last time Ardex bagged CTs pretty heavily. AT still has faith and holds the Mega, but Lucas with Bill 9, he is going to just go through set. Ardex doesn't have yet. Is this top 3 right now for IKW? It is. Need blue or POW, really. Or Shock. Although, I mean, you don't even know what dodges they have anymore. And the bottom spots are kind of far behind.
This is looking really nice for IKW. AT might be able to squeeze his way into third. No, not quite.
Neither bagger knows about the respawn bug, or not bug, but the respawn feature either, so they both hit the boost panel. Lucas going for the Shroomless, misses it. That'd have been clutch. AT slides into third with that Shroom. Needs really just some protection to hope to not get a TC. That is an unfortunate POW.
Okay, we're holding on to their top 2-4.
Yeah, and FW will not get shocked this race. I don't think Lucas will hit a box before the race ends, at least not to have any impact. Ardex touching now. See if AT opts to go around. Still goes for it. Makes it cleanly. Callum gonna squeeze
that'll
out
put
of fifth.
IKW back in the lead.
Certainly, yeah. Top 2-5. I didn't see the last spot they got. 7th or 8th. As the man himself joins the call, welcome Aidlo.
Brilliant timing, Aidlo. This looks like my RS match is about to start in a minute, so.
I'm outside. I'm walking right now. But
For the CT players in the chat who don't know, outside's like outside of your house, where the grass is.
True, yeah.
It's green.
I can.
Oh, Cloud gets sick.
That's actually,
Really good race.
grass,
For
grass is actually yellow in Canada right now. It actually had like a freezing rain this morning. Good thing I was in the air for that.
Well, I'm glad I don't live in Canada. So it's kind of hot here.
I don't know. These tariffs are getting too much.
Tariff. Let's not get political on the Custom Track League Twitch stream.
You're right. We're back. Who's the winning? Oh, let's go. Go Bali.
Bali MVP, which, I mean, certainly one of the more active CT players in this room. I know AT and Murray have been playing for a long time, but Bali's more active in lounge and sort of just plays CT more.
Bali just has a little issue where he can't score in CT tier 1, which I don't know how that makes any sense, but whatever.
Ethan has ADHD _ OCD _ HIL. I don't even know what this last acronym is, but he said Ontario isn't real Canada, Aidlo.
What? Ontario's like the most real Canada. BC is like second. And then like every other province, who cares?
Literally. Actually,
Anyways,
I like all of Canada.
I'm gonna have to love you and leave you guys.
Yeah, good luck in your match.
Enjoy casting.
Bye,
You have it done. Thanks.
Is this still match 1?
Yeah, there was 2 resets.
Oh, they waited for me the entire time. Dogs.
Wait, obviously D3 Semis have to wait for the king of CTD3.
Exactly, you know. Should have been my MVP.
Except you just you threw. You literally threw. We watched the last race in 6C call. You had it and you threw it. FW getting to the top 2 early though. That's the thing about this track. The start can go pretty wrong. There's a lot of good draft spots. This Golden should get Callum into first though.
Easy money for Callum there.
And this is Trick, which is gonna mess up his line here. Lucas, they have to have Bill. There's no way he'd beat. Maybe Ardex span Bill. Actually, is what I'm thinking.
Arrow man.
Trek is pretty unfortunate to bag. Sort of an MC3 style track for those who know RT bagging. See what Callum does with this fib. I would have liked him to put it landing from this ramp. I think that's a much more unexpected spot. But maybe he was teammates in second. He's double backing. He hasn't mirrored once, so I just have to assume that they're second as well. But oh, they aren't.
It's just when my POV gets shown up in finals, that's just gonna be no mirror, just driving in first.
Yeah, because me and Snoopy and Snowy are in second, hitting everyone.
Yeah, all I do is drive in first, get no blues.
2-3 right now for FW. Blue could be big, but Callum, it's not the hardest to avoid backs on this track, but it's really hard to avoid backs and not lose a lot of time, is what I will say. So Callum's just been able to amass a lead. Fib's still there from last lap. AT good knowledge to know that. Clyde's sliding into third. He's just gonna. Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
That green.
Yeah, these greens are getting scary. See if Callum maybe backs anywhere. No, he is. He's not used like any items. I feel like there's been like that, like a couple fibs. Ooh, the trick snipe fib. That would have been sick. Seasoned in third right now. Clyde was up there. That could be 1-3-4. Lucas holding the bill. So, no shock for FW. Bottom 2, wow. Wonder what happened to Clyde. He was just in third going into like middle lap 3. So that's a pretty neutral race. I think.
Actually, you know what? This works. It's cold right now. I'm like walking. I'm shorts on because I just came from Florida and I didn't switch to pants. It's like -2. I'm walking with shorts outside. Maybe this will give me enough time to get to my house.
Yeah, you can focus on that for the next couple minutes. Is this table right? It can't be. I think that's with a 9-player distribution. Yeah, +1 race for FW.
How many
That's
left? 2, 3?
Yeah, they're down 10 with 2 left.
Ooh, this will be a good final ending for the match 1.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be right back. I need some water. My voice is starting to get a bit strained. And I think this is as good as time of any to do it while they fill back up the room. I assume IKW will probably take spots. Baldy has a room open, so be back in like 2.
Good host. Thank God.
And we're back. Brief intermission, good fast room joining. Rare on CTs, I must say. And an instant top 2 start. This red should connect. I looked like season just sort of went tight. I think that that happens a lot on this track. I've sort of opted for going box myself a lot more recently, and the Shroom is second is a really nice pull.
I actually like this track. This track's pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoy this one too. One of my better tracks in Lounge somehow, even though I feel like I throw on it a lot. Callum Bill, but that's not great because I expect. Yeah, Lucas is in 10 right now. Let's take a look here, see if he gets shock, and he does.
God damn it, that's getting it.
The good news is he's being kind of obvious about it. So, oh goodness, that's not good. AT gets into first. He didn't even take the Shroom cut. I don't know what he did. Murray second. This is bad if you're IKW. Pretty nicely done. Doesn't land at 87, or 97, excuse me. That's all right. Let's see if he goes for the hop strat. This could be a good way to get in their box, but he doesn't. Still breaking in first without it, so I guess that's fair. On our other pod, Flavian is T-seed in last, and Callum does not know how to get the hot box.
Where is he going?
Yeah, sort of not much to talk about with our pobs here. Flavian got 1 box 8. He's going for another box. I don't think he has a star yet. That's something to note, because obviously dodging's really good on this track. Callum gets Bill again. Yeah, thank you Astro for showing us that Lucas is in 9th. They're gonna play for 1 shock here. And just something to say is all the good shock spots on this track, it usually leaves time for 1 at the very end. So they're gonna have to hold until late if they don't want a second shock. Curious where Callum's gonna bill. FW's not great spots. Maybe they're top 2, 6, 7. Not horrible. I really hope he doesn't build through cut here. I feel like this is a waste. I think he should be camping 8th. Flavian gets another box 8 here. Guess he could already have something. There's a blue out.
Cancel, maybe? Nope.
I think they're top 2. Oh,
Ooh.
oh, season
Nice
passes
TC.
AT to TC. Yeah, that's actually going to be a big impact. Maybe a shock red here. Yeah. Oh, but does it go for Murray? Or did it break on nothing? Maybe it broke on an item. Oh, Bali just rolled Flavian. Wow. Really good stuff from him. That's going to keep him in 4th. That's a big swing in a match as close as this. So that's like a +5 race maybe for FW, maybe 7 with this bagger point. I don't know. I feel like there was more to be had there. I think if they were more aggressive with backs in top 2 there, they really had the keys to the race with shock at 30. Missed opportunity in my opinion. Good on Lucas though. He's really impressed on these newer tracks. Clyde squeaking out a 7th place. Could matter. +3 into the final race for IKW. You gotta just go your favorite track, your comfort track. Let's take a look at the list, make a prediction. I think it'll be, actually I have no idea. Pipe Underworld makes sense from FW. IKW might go for like a Lakeside Park or something. Taking a while to decide. Final Grounds ends up being the choice. This is a track they picked up late.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Final Grounds is a track they picked up, midway through the season after JC unfortunately dropped. Not sure what happened there. King Roland says I can't lose a 3rd bet in a row. Would be unfortunate. Who did you bet on, King Roland? Oh, you picked FW. Well, first step is the track pick. And Lucas fails to strat. Just something to note. Ardux probably experienced on this one. He's gonna get a couple boxes. This one does become sitting, so not a big deal. I think I overreacted, but something to note. This triple shrooms is really good from Callum. Not the proper way to do that, but he got the detached, so I guess that's good enough. Looked like Baldy fell off there. AT opting to chain his mega. Try to put pressure on this season. Ooh, I think he could have held those greens. So this season looks like he was further ahead than maybe met the eye earlier. Oh, he actually gets into first. Does he hit Murray too? Wow, that's a big play from season. He's maybe been the most impactful player. Obviously that bomb on I forgot what that track's called. Wario's Climate Contusion. Nice little one trimmer. I think they'll probably go for a... Oh no. That is really bad. This loses a good bit of time. Go from a situation where you're going to have 2 shrooms in first to... It's not even 2 shrooms in fifth. Not too shabby, but... You had the chance to really cement a good race. Doesn't look like either bagger has shock, based on what I'm seeing. Yeah. I still... Oh, and Lucas got it in 9th. What a lucky duck. Good spots though. Oh, that's awkward. I think season fell off too. All of a sudden this race becomes really sketchy if you're IKW. Need someone to have a dodge. As Lucas goes forward, so they'll know at least if they have shock they can plan around. Good pow call. Love to see that sort of team coordination as Callum cements his lead this race. And I think FW is like 2-5 right now, so it... Oh, they just fell off. It's top 3 for IKW. This makes it so... They have so much flexibility with just sitting in cannon with them now. Lucas hasn't gone fully forward. They might end up calling... Oh no, didn't go for that cannon. They're gonna just go for this one, but... I mean, Clyde and Season can both just sit here. I think they will dodge AT just because he has a shroom, but I don't know why he hasn't just sat. Oh, they are going to go after cannon, or maybe for a TS or something. Dodging mid spots. Or back spots even, really. No item, but the draft that could get sketchy with this weird pipe. Shroom second? Ooh, that would have been crazy. Season's still ahead on his screen too. Should have a red for him though. Reveals his hand kind of early. Season can probably just shroom to recover. Clyde up there. Season up there. This looks like an IKW win, barring any fall-offs in the front. Yeah. 1-3-4, top 2-4, something along those lines for IKW as they take match 1. King Roland mudded again. I won't close out the thing just yet. Make sure there's no penalties. But yeah. It's a nice driving there from Lucas to get that bag point. Top 2, 4, 7. We didn't see Bali that race at all, but I imagine he did a really good job keeping them back there because even after the mid-spot dodge, they just weren't close at all. Season a bit fortunate to get that shroom second there, but you know, even without it, they should win. I think Brigid falling off in second or third was really the nail in the coffin. Hard to come back when the shock sort of has to be telegraphed when they're top 3 like that. That was match 1 only. Rev Lawrence. Match 1 taking a good bit of time. But they're gonna get right into match 2. I don't think we need to go to a break because everyone should have Bali added. since I think he like just hosted the room past the reset. Wasn't Ducks king of Niners? Yeah, he's certainly known for pulling in 9. I think on CTs he's always been like a pretty respected bagger though when he's really been when he's committed himself to learning. I don't think he's been super like grind the strats, practice this season. But I know from speaking to some players on the team, by players I mean Bali, I don't really talk to anyone else on their team, no shade. He was definitely the preferred option to Ivan, who was really just out there vibing, getting cardio. But
Bali's so tough though. So tough.
yeah, Bali, nice performance. Season, like I said, was really their MVP that match, I want to say. He had some really good moments. Oh, I had a thought, but then I just forgot it. Maybe it'll come back to me. And I think we saw both teams burn a lot of their like sort of go-to tracks that you expect them to pick. So I think the tracks will be a bit more hectic this match. You know, there won't be as many insta picks. There'll be like, what do we go? Last second picks, maybe even a few randoms. Yeah, everyone go predict, gamble. We love gambling. It's like an infinite money glitch. You can't lose if you never quit when you're gambling. Remember that, kids. What am I saying? Don't actually gamble money you can't afford to lose, or channel points you can't afford to lose, but I guess you can probably afford to lose all of them because our rewards are pretty mediocre. Sports betting is the, you know, Lawrence, I've actually done a lot of thinking on sports betting in MKW, but the potential for match fixing is just way too high for anything to really work. Because like, yeah, Brown's making so much money, I can't just call him up and be like, throw this to my parlay hits if I bet the under. But if I bet the under on Aidlo points and offer to split it with him, he's 100% throwing. Whoever Bowser's just put in the chat, James Sauer, who that is. Pretty quick room joining though. Bagger's gonna be back into 9-10 with Alpine Peak already being played.
Do we think Bali is gonna get first? They pick Alpine Peak?
No, he got like 5th or something. FW got Chalk, and that's about all I
I think
remember
my
from
mic's
that
finally
race.
working, which is nice. Maybe.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Thank God for that, dude. Swear to God, like, I don't know what's wrong with it, but good now.
Aidlo, you were deafened when I said this, but Lawrence was talking about the lack of sports betting in Mario Kart Wii. If I called you up and said I had 100 on your under, would you throw? And if I split it with you?
What's the payout? Like, how much am I getting?
Just say 50 bucks.
Is my under like 137? So I have to get like 135.
I guess your line would just be your average, right? Or like somewhere around there. I don't know what you're
So,
averaging
like,
this.
my average is
Like 110-ish, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like 175. I think it's like 105. So if I had to get like 100, if I had to get 100, I'll do 100, and I'll get like that. Like to save it. If I had to do it, I'd do it.
AT saying wait 2 min in the rep chat. Murray spamming messages. Who do you think is the best me in the room? We didn't talk about that because we were both late to the show. I think it's Murray, to be honest. I think his me looks the best.
Murray's me is pretty good. You don't like Flavian's little smile?
I like how he's happy. The rest of them look kind of angry. Like,
I mean, I feel like Lucas's me is pretty iconic now.
yeah, Lucas is a good me.
The worst me by far is Bali. Bali's me sucks.
Baldi's just looks goofy. I mean, I think the worst one has to go to Clyde because it's just the default me. He didn't put any effort in. That's just
Yeah, I mean, not the best.
I mean, maybe he's paying tribute to Giovanni though. Maybe this is the best for that reason.
I mean, Giovanni is a straight up aura. And free Tio.
Can we get a free TO in the chat?
he didn't do anything wrong.
Well,
actually, he did do a couple stuff
eh,
wrong, but
some stuff wrong. Yeah.
he
Maybe
did-
we should
he
stop
did do
talking
some
about
stuff
that.
wrong, but yeah, actually,
Hey,
right.
Noli Art says hashtag free TO. Valid. Winter with the 50-bit donation, free TO.
Wow, spending hard-earned money on Tiavoni. Actually, Tiavoni could probably use that money.
Yeah, I'll make sure JC knows to redirect that 30 cents or whatever we end up getting to Giovanni.
That'll be like half his net worth when that comes out.
Chill, bro. See what tracks we end up getting here on the first race of match 2. Candy Coaster for evens. It's pretty standard. I like that track enough, I guess. Delfino Island. Maybe, I mean, Bali might go for the roof cut in first. I know I'm a typical roof cutter. Like doing that one at the sort of lap 1,
Typical?
sometimes lap 2. Bro, I won a
do you mean by that?
3v3 squad queue with typical earlier. You'd be so impressed.
Did he care? Is he close to gold? How close is he to gold?
I don't think he's particularly close to gold. Look in I'll post it in HK though. It was like a pretty good room for what you'd expect to. And typical put up like respectable points. I'm proud of him.
Respectable points. We think you wanna know what I always do on this track? The first box I hit, if I get it in like 5th or 4th, I just
You just
jump
jump in that. Yeah, you just jump in. I think it's so worth it, especially in a war when people are going to be hitting spots and bottom spots to guarantee shrooms and frontal presence. I think it's worth it because you can just win the race right there if you get triple shrooms in like 5th.
Literally.
He's not able to pass the TC.
15 seconds.
Yeah, this is a potent item. Callum has reds behind him, but he should be safe. If Callum holds these until after the shroom was cut, he could get hit, but he's going to be a little overzealous. Going for the drift method. That's fair. Most people do the
That's
drift
the only
method
method
online.
I do.
Yeah, I don't go for the other one either unless I get like bumped. But even then, AT going nice. Skipping the second bumper, gets up on the wall though. Pretty clean driving. I don't know why Brigid just threw that away. That's a great spot to back. They could have just coordinated that, but AT's gonna shroom into first here, no problem. Callum shrooms behind him, but still in third. Brigid with his fib. Pretty decent schlagging.
That'd be-
Shotgun greens.
Ooh.
Oh no.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Top 3 now for IKOE, but I think Ardex has the shock because Lucas isn't Bill right now. And there's really no reason to use Bill unless the other bagger has shock. On this track, I guess. Could be another reason.
W Ducks.
Yeah, I'm curious if it was a 9 or 10. The checkpoints at the end are so wonky. Ardex would probably know them better than Lucas.
Ooh, triple.
Very good item. Did he get blued? I don't know how he lost time. Oh my goodness, Callum.
You should get
Interesting
in
driving.
second or third here. Why is
Oh,
he-
I like this going away from cannon. That's so.
You gotta hope he gets another shroom here or he's dead.
Oh, it's
Bomb
fine.
Brigade. Bomb both of them. You can bomb right there. Go forward.
I think this is a good bomb spot here. He
Just
threw
hit
a little too shallow. But I
Good.
did they
Good.
triple dodge? Maybe only 2, but I think 1 got into set. I think it's top 2.
I think Ollie dodged like in 5th with a star.
think my-
Like he's gone 1.
Yeah. Top 2 4 right now. Mega and 4 for Callum. And with Lucas using the bill, our X is gonna be 10. There could be a shock at the end here. This could be top 3. Shroom's a pretty good item. Yeah. Mega used.
Probably waiting for Ardux to spam it maybe.
Maybe call now? No, just covering. Ardex didn't get it, but that's okay. I think they're gonna be happy with that race. Kind of a bailout from Ardex. They obviously weren't good spots, but they didn't call shock. Callum would have been up there too. So, but I really like using the shock for a set there rather than the cannon.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it negates FW from slowing down and obviously
Yeah.
trying to get in with them.
And that's a quick cannon too, so you're probably only gonna dodge like 2 players max.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
the other's gonna dodge and star, but really good race, really well managed from FW or excuse me, IKW. Top 2 4 8 10 to start it off. Quick 13-point burst. And they picked Delfino Island last race. Might just go it again, to be honest. Not a horrible track for these spots, but I know TikTok clock, yeah. That's a good retro runner. Pretty common. I know I picked it in 6C. That was one of the tracks we drafted. And Garden of Dreams for FW. That's a good reset track. A lot of people like the way this one looks. Pretty good visuals. And it will be Garden of Dreams. So 2 track picks early for FW. Interesting to I'm interested to see if either bagger will make the little hop strat. It's not super difficult, but you got to know what you're doing, and it's not something a lot of people have practiced. I never practiced that because this track is never played in D1. Callum with this golden, he can do the cut and then the grass cut before the cave too. So this probably takes him to first, depending on what AT has. Opts the golden early, so he wants to chain at the rock box. As I call them. Probably not gonna get it though. Still good spots. 1-3. I like that from Flavian going left. That's an underutilized path, and Lucas has the shock already.
I'm not really familiar with. I was gonna say I'm not really familiar with bagging on this track. I don't know if it's like it's not a full back, is it? Can you go all the way?
It is. Yeah, there's at the platform, kind of where the cut. There's like a goofy hop strat that's kind of like it's like harder version of MT, sort of that hop on into the hut. Because you got to shroom with it too, because it's in the off road.
Oh, so it's not something you can do with shock and just stay in 10th.
Yeah. So he'll be 9 this race if Ardex makes it, but I don't know if he knows it. AT chaining dodges.
All here, like honestly, AT in a star.
Yeah, they didn't know that they had shrooms in the front, but it's gonna be hard to catch top 3 unless AT can change shrooms. I feel like, but the bagging's weird on this track because there's like a gate at the end of the track that doesn't fall until 32-ish seconds or something. It's goofy. I don't know. Yeah, like right here, there's like a gate that's there at the start. So both baggers just sit there and stare at each other for 20 seconds.
That's stupid. Let them go back.
Literally. But that's why you'll see this is like a go for build track because the baggers got to sit there and wait anyways.
Let's see if they can get a ground spare here, maybe.
Yeah, I imagine AT will probably go for it. Ooh, Shroom popping out. I think that means all the stars are held, right? This could be a triple dodge or a quad dodge. Ardex probably has one of the stars just holding it so they can't get it. He's gonna mega through cut here. Trying to schlag Bali. I think he got him. And yeah, there's the shock. Another dodger in the back.
Reds.
Oh, blooper is not great. He still gets to first, but he's not gonna have the impact he would have had if.
Shroom.
Different
That's
item.
the best item you can possibly pull, just in case they get a blue into that set.
Yeah, I can't put any pressure on 2-3, but just securing first is always a nice thing. Maybe if he wasn't getting wetted. Of course, you'd just be thinking about foaming.
Yeah, I'm a dirty little foamer, you know? The only way I can win.
I think it's funny the CPUs go around the fountain at the start. I just noticed that.
So I'm taking that line. Like, if we play this track in finals, I'm taking that line first lap. Go around the fountain.
Not crazy. Uh, 2, 3, 4, 7. So still a winning race for IKW. Murray dodging the Bill. I must have like dropped him after set and he got hit or something. And Bill's not the best there. Honestly, he might have just been too far back. Because if he got Bill at the start, it's not really a track I feel like you can hold Bill on. Just because of how long it is. And there's obviously a few good shroom spots. So. Aqua Dungeon, this was IKW's first pick of the whole entire draft. So no surprise there, really good 2, 3, 4 track. AT in first, he's pretty laggy. I think he could honestly keep it. It's gonna be fading, or Fiery Factory fading Frost. I think that track's really bad, to be honest. I mean, good for their spots. But I just think it sucks. I hate it.
Or F.
The hater.
Terrible. I hate that track. I hope IKW gets into finals just so we don't have to play that at all.
Yeah, IKW pick really good tracks in my opinion. Big Delfino Island Enjoyer.
And you know, good tracks for them mean better tracks for us.
Yeah. We're the gimmick team in that matchup, picking
Yeah, better.
Color Wonderland and whatnot.
I mean, we're just not picking that ever.
No, we're picking it. It's forced. I got top 2 on it with Brody and Squad Q today.
Yeah, that's Brody. Then you get to play with me. Difference.
Because they're not better. See if AT backs his fib. Oh,
Oh, good play.
good, good avoidance from Callum. And AT actually does the strat wrong, so he loses a bit of time. That's a great. Oh,
Oh,
I think
so
they'll take that
weird.
trade if you're IKW. I think I saw them in a lot of the other top spots. I don't think you want to trick on that, but it probably doesn't really matter much at all.
Trip shrooms, not bad. Looks like Lucas has shock on other POV as well.
Yeah, looks like he got it first try. Pretty lucky duck again. He is really, I'd say, outlucked the ducks. Not that he hasn't, played well as well, but he's gotten shot really a bunch.
He is
Underrated
intense.
shortcut here
Where's
from
the
Callum.
ducks? Where's he at?
Here comes our ducks. Oh, this can be scary because it's obviously on ice, but it looks like he's safe on other POV. We can stay on Callum.
Yeah.
So he makes the strat nice. Double trick as well.
Hit the fire snake.
I don't. This pack's really close, actually. I was gonna say I didn't like how Lucas is going fully forward, but they can definitely afford to hold the lap 3. They don't. Obviously, they don't know that Callum is trip shroom.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, he's gonna make it. Nice.
Yeah, nice, very well. And Bali takes cut
also
as well.
making it.
If Bali has more shrooms, they are in trouble.
Looks like
Because
ATL
now,
is one
for those who
single
don't know,
shroom.
there is a cut now at the end of the lap that we'll see potentially top 3 make. No, Bali doesn't have shrooms,
Bali's
but
got
Callum and AT going for it. And I think AT will be able to read that he has a shroom in first pretty quickly. Oh,
he hit the
and
penguin.
well, no, because they just shocked. And Lucas is in 10th. Oh, this is
Oh,
neat. That was pretty good.
Brigid with these epic snipes.
That was a good snipe. I must give that to Brigid, but unfortunately on the wrong target since that was literally his teammate, and there's an insta blue for him. So we see Callum replenishing that shroom he lost to the shock, although I guess he's gonna burn anyways because he hit the penguin. AT has POW.
I mean, if I'm Callum, I'm taking this shortcut up here. Oh, hot dodge?
He doesn't even go for it. Lame.
Boo.
And there's another blue. That sucks.
Yeah,
See
we
AT
with
take the
two shrooms.
cut. He's gonna
Yeah, he
be
should make this easy.
second.
Right behind
this is-
Murray. Don't know what Murray doesn't look like he has shrooms. Trailing.
Yeah, I think he's just chilling with some normal first place items, but that's probably
AT should
fine.
have a free first here then. Barring
Lucas just
another-
got Bill, so it's unlikely for there to be a shock. Callum and a star. Chain's a blooper. This is a good race for FW.
I think this is.
1 3 4, I
5.
think.
Yeah, I think Briggy got
7 as well.
Bottom spot.
Not really sure where Clyde was that race, but that's just a gimmick track. Like if you don't know the track, you're not gonna win on it. So that's
Very true.
Lucas also getting the bag point. I'm curious if he did the sort of newer strat to get up onto the. You can like skip a respawn. Kind of cool.
I think I saw that in the bag server because I joined that because.
Because you played a couple matches and. Okay, yeah. Oh, Clyde D-seed. Well, that's where he was that race.
that's why we didn't see him.
So our 4th reset of the match. Our wonderful stream host just jumping for joy at the second or another reset. He already corrected him. So it's gonna be IKW +7. I think both teams are playing pretty well, sort of towards the tip of their ability. We haven't really seen massive driving errors. I guess maybe Callum hitting the penguin in first there is not great, but Shock kind of bailed him out. AT dominating Murray. 61 to 35. Something to note. And they definitely will claim spots. 1, 3, 4. You can get maybe a good draft track. Although I feel like there aren't a ton of good drafting tracks on CTs. I don't know if that's just me. Who thinks that? But I see Flavian
One good thing
joining.
I think I've seen from these two teams is that they joined the room pretty fast.
Yeah, they've had some good join times despite all the resets. The Bali, orange glasses, looking sharp. AT
Did you,
MVP so far. Makes sense.
Did
Yeah,
you read
sorry.
what Ty said in 6C earlier, Floyd?
No, I haven't looked at that server in a
Funny little message.
That's so cute. Really wish CT Council would have let Ty onto our team, or my team. You're not even on the team. You're just in the chat for no
Yeah.
reason.
I'm no reason. I guess I would give him that a -5.
Just been told there's a -5 penalty. Well, Lucas is getting the shock, but he's also getting the pens, so.
I think he got the shock right there too. Like,
Yeah, he
if you're in
did.
that clip, I'm pretty sure he got it.
Certainly a fiver. Yeah. Just sending the link to the whole VOD.
I'm gonna be right back. Give me like 2 seconds.
And no rush. It's Brigade's definitely been the slower room joiner of the group. I believe that is who we are waiting on. Take a look at the penalty. Season making the shroom cut. We kind of missed it, but really overzealous here from Lucas to just take 2 boxes. Like, kind of a crazy play, but you know, that's another thing like I mentioned last match. You're just not as familiar of when the runner is going to be coming on CTs versus RTs, so that is a pretty clear -5. Astro obviously ruling it in the chat, being the boss ref he is. So that extends the IKW lead to 12. Does anyone in the chat watch the new lounge montage? I'm probably going to watch after this match. Hopefully some good CT clips. We need more CT activity in lounge. Although I haven't really been too active, so maybe I shouldn't say that. But there's like 2 CT clips. Well, it's hard for cool stuff to happen on CTs anyways. Should have put me in there more. I don't know. King Roland says it was pretty good. King Roland's one of the most critical people I know, so I trust it's good then. I'll give it a watch after this. Not sure why Lucas isn't joining. Maybe he's not aware he got 9. At least I think he did. And we just met our follower goal, 190 of 190. Thank you everyone for following. And you know, you can just click on, if you click on the subscribe button, sometimes you might have a free Twitch Prime sub, the Blue Crown. You got to use it. If you don't use it, it just goes to Amazon. They don't need any more money. So if you have it, use it here.
Actually, I think Jeff Bezos might need that money. I think he needs to pay his ex-wife. So
I think he's probably got that handled.
maybe he should just donate to me. I think that would be a smart idea for him.
You could also sub to Aidlo's Twitch.
You could also do that. That'd be very smart.
Can we get a sort of crowdfund for Tio? That's maybe the best idea. I'm pinning that. Someone said need to donate to Aidlo's driving.
What? I need to donate to my driving.
See, Aidlo's not a great driver, but Striker, he's definitely a better driver than you. Let's be real. Alright, let's just level for a second.
Bro, I'm actually pretty good at driving. I don't know why people say I'm bad. Like, I'm
Maybe
actually good.
maybe because you only learned the TF Shroomless cut like very recently.
It wasn't even that recent. It was like a year ago.
Actually, it was a while ago at this point. No, you're definitely a better driver than me on
I think I was like
RTs.
the only person in tier 5 at one point to not know how to do the TF cut.
I think Bali said he didn't know how to do rock hop when he was in like tier 4.
I just read Bowser's message of at least he knows how to soft drift. No, I don't think I ever soft drift. I think I hard drift every corner.
That's not even crazy though. I feel like soft drifting's so overrated, especially online. TTs if like it matters, but
Literally. You ever seen the you ever seen the Susio rap video where he did like MC and like the entire comment section just like this guy does not know how to soft drift. that's what it would be like. Like if I ever got like a world record, which I'm going to. I'm gonna go 32 out of 32.
Wayard says, I learned there was a TC box on Final Grounds. Yeah, just a little strategy for everyone at home. If you get the ground star, you can go for the TC box and they'll give you a shroom. Just something to know. Tips and tricks. And here's Sandy Clock Tower. Maybe the worst track of one of the worst tracks in the pack, I'd say.
That track sucks. Straight up.
Yeah, like, I don't. Is there a single redeeming quality about this track? I don't think so. Maybe this turn is kind of fun with the TF. I think that's it.
This an FW track?
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. I think we banned it versus them both times.
We're gonna ban it again. Wait, can we? Can't ban
We
it.
can't. We can't even do banishment. So GG's to that
damn it.
idea. It's fine. I'm actually good at this track. I usually win it in lounge. I took 3 blues on this track in 1 lap one time in lounge, and I went from first to 12th, and I was really sad actually. And Brody and Zilla were watching me in call too, and like, they were just like, "That sucks."
That's what
But
I think they would say.
Yeah. It looks like Lucas is in 10. He's gonna go up for that single box, and he doesn't get the shock. I don't even know how to bag this one, to be honest. So Ardex probably doesn't either. No shade to Ardex, but I just bag CT, and he gets it in 9. That's a classic Ducks.
Classic.
We love to see that. That's deserved for picking this track. They deserve the shock. They deserve 2 more shocks, in my opinion.
And AT also deserves to fucking drive into the wall. Oh shit. Oh wait.
Chill. Calvin's kind of just got rolled out, I think. But Bali should hold first unless he just drives off, which I don't think he'll do.
Oh my god, Callum. Drop the wheelie, dude.
Yeah, that was a bit sketchy. That Mega could have been really good to prevent a late shock from whatever FW, because obviously Lucas isn't
This
10.
kind of the end doesn't exist anymore, does it?
No, they removed it.
Wait, you can beat him. Go.
Go! He's beating him!
Wait.
Is that top 2-4?
I think
Oh no,
AT
Clyde's
really
back there.
Squished at the end, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's like mixed spots. I think Bali got first, but it might even be 2-3-4 for FW. We'll see. Maybe I have CT player awareness and I just didn't see anything that happened. Kind of impressive Lucas is getting the bagger point here, considering he was very good. Where's in 10? Okay, yeah. 1-4 bottom 2. So it's a small losing race for IKW, but I don't think they'll be too upset with that on this track. Kind of weathering the storm and not eating up a -20 or something.
Yeah, 1-4 is not that bad for that track.
Yeah, good on Bali to hold it down after the mega dodge. Of course, he'd get lucky though, just of course. Bro
Not even
thinks he's
lucky,
fresh.
Yeah, literally. Thinks he's fresh to see with these mega dodges.
Delfino Island. Both these picks I'd say are like pretty neutral tracks, as in they're good from the front, they're good from the back. The starting spots aren't super relevant. Striker says, I remember when Fresh did an EI match. That
I
was a
remember
tough
that
one.
too. He scored like 41 points. I
Get
scored
him on
60.
Ball. If he wanted to join, he would have. We have useless
Yeah.
players like Killa and B-Boy on our team, so. Something that's
I think we have a lot more
Pot-
useless players.
potential here. Like you can do like a draft cut if you do it right. You can organize that draft and take cut. But Callum
We're
getting
talking about D3 here. I don't think anyone knows that but you. I'm not gonna lie.
everyone knows that. Everyone knows that.
Maybe it's just me.
Flavian Schlagen, he's gonna just star. Yeah. Gotta get
Tough
Flav.
Flavian Schlag. Let's go, bro. Just get ball.
No, missing the box is kind of important. Let's switch to AT.
AT
Oh,
is
and AT's
awesome
up. Don't
for
switch to
their
AT.
safety. That fib.
And he's in fourth now. He would have a box 7 in fourth if he didn't miss it, but that's okay. He'll get triple shrooms here anyways. Murray's hit as well. Top 3 for IKW. Insta back. I don't like that. There's better spots to back on this track. Something I like to do on this track: place nanas in the leaf piles.
Smart.
Take that down, kids. I shouldn't have leaked that. That's sort of an underground shot. This bomb's. Oh, that could have been a "That's all me" bomb, but he opts not to.
You gonna bomb back of here?
Lucas chaining 10, but he's not getting the shock. Yeah, okay, backing the bomb on the ramp is fair. Ooh, goes for the trick too. I don't actually know if that's faster. It could be. Looked pretty fast.
Murray right behind him.
Lucas is still chaining non-shock items. Ardex might have it in 9. AT holding the mega just in
He
case.
should be able
on
to
our
back
other
Murray
prop.
off here with this red. Shouldn't be that hard.
Oh my
what
goodness.
Dude, what is happening? Man, Bally's getting blued. Typical.
He probably keeps first though, you think? Yeah, he's still pretty comfortable. Picks up a ground shroom. Leaves that one for Talon. Nice guy. Ardex surely has it. Like, there's no way that Lucas has just chained this many bills in a row.
8.
Yeah, like he has to have it. He has to have it.
Pretty sure AT had a mega in 4th on our other POV as well.
Yeah, he's still holding it, but he gets back spammed.
I think that you just gotta use it at this point. Yeah. Never mind.
He did not dodge. I don't even know who dodged, to be honest.
Someone's right behind Callum in 3rd.
Yeah, I think it's season. I think they're top 4 right now.
Top 4, yeah. 'Cause I think
I like that shock a lot. It prevented anyone but obviously IKW from taking cut, and that fib's gone. Thank goodness. I could not see another 4 people fail that. Clyde with a nice TC pass into AT. That's gonna take him out of contention for a top spot. Top 35 right now. Back bomb.
Oh, blue shell, but I don't think it's gonna do.
I don't think it'll hit unless there's a shock. But even then, if there's a shock, it won't. It won't matter. That's top 3. Clyde was one of the back. Another blue. Trailed on him.
I think it's top 3-6, which
Yeah.
very good race.
Definitely. Really well played from all of IKW that race. Bali with some really consistent frontal presence. He is 22nd worldwide on the track, for those who don't know. It's pretty impressive.
I did not know that, so that's good information for me to learn.
Yeah, so expect that one in finals if it does.
I mean, all we're gonna be doing in finals is picking JBG.
TVG, yeah.
If anyone in the chat doesn't know what JBG means, JMO Burial Grounds.
We have the actual king of TBG in the chat, though.
JMO's in the chat right now. Go JMO.
Lawrence, bro.
JMO clears.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm a big Lawrence fan. What's the reset track of choice, FW? Spectral Station? No, just Spooky Swamp again. That's fair. TikTok Clock. We saw them pick that last match, I think on like the final race, but it didn't get picked. Or no, not in the final race, but we've seen that before from IKW. We knew they wanted to play that one this match. This is kind of a big track pick. If IKW can get the TikTok Clock and play the start well, it'll be bad. Oh, I didn't. I was looking at the chat. I didn't see what got picked. Spooky Swamp. Okay. This is another one where I'd expect Lucas to be 10. I mean, this strat's not super hard, but I just don't think Ardex will know it. Yeah, we can see if Lucas can nail this bag strat. Nice. Very well done. I've low-key missed that one a couple times in my recent matches.
This looks like the GBA Rainbow one without shrooms.
So, it's a little bit easier than that one, I'd say.
Oh,
But
yes.
yes.
He gets the shroom in second.
Oh my
What?
goodness, where did
Where did-
Season just go? Did he DC?
I don't think so. I think that's just
No,
really
yeah,
bad
Lucas still in
bag.
10. He just did a lag play. This Nano's gonna be good. See how aggressive he gets on the boost panel. Like one person got powed. It's kind of funny.
We should be backing all of these. What I'd personally do in that situation, I'd put one tight, one middle.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him
Why?
just trap the thing to sort of cement first. Lucas is touching 10 now. Just notes. He does not get it. There, he has shock. 2 available too. See what they choose to do. Probably hold it. Looks like they're pretty good spots. Callum not tapped into the golden strat. Yeah, if he held it, he could have done. There's like a cutoff here to the right. You can go up there.
Yeah.
But he
I
maybe
think
just doesn't
that
know that
maybe.
one. Good back onto Flavian. I don't know if that was Bali or AT, but important. And there's Bali coming out of the cut. Or I guess Season or AT, excuse me.
AT with a tight back hits whoever. was
Hits
second.
Season, yeah. Triple Shrooms is so good.
Which
Can I opt to go here? I don't hate this play. I mean, yeah,
me
we'll
personally,
see.
I don't know how to do. Oh,
Well, we know you struggle with TF and puts in tricks at the same time, so.
yeah, I can't really do that. So, oh, good avoidance at least from Calvin.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, a little sketchy.
One cut taker by the looks. Purple Reds are
Arduk's
good.
driving in right in front. You might want to watch
Yeah.
out just in case.
He needs to not hit these reds. It looks like he's avoided them pretty well. AT breaking them.
I think he's gonna.
He's good, yeah. He broke both of the first 2. Really well played.
I'm like 99% sure he's dropping a star, but
Yeah, he
at the
is.
same time,
And I actually think that's pretty big because it sort of prevents a lot of the good shocks on this track because a ground star gets Callum to first, I think. Oh, well.
oh my god!
So he
I was
took it
gonna
out for the
run into
runners.
that.
It-
Yeah,
oh.
but like who hit? Like who's hitting that? Come on.
I don't know. Bali failing the little wheelie thing. I don't really go for that. Oh, Lucas lost it. Ardux clutch star.
Oh, maybe that's why Ardux hit the fit. Wait, we weren't even calculating that.
Oh my,
200
he
IQ
lured
set.
Lucas into a false sense of security, then just star bashed him. I love that from Ardux. That's like the RT experience. Probably better at reading lag. Lucas with Bill.
And
Go back to the
yeah,
runners. We need to see this. We need to see this. AT holding first. Callum itemless could get redded. Oh, but it's Season behind him. What is this pack
2-3.
split? Why is
literally
fourth
can't see
8
anything.
seconds behind? Lucas ends up getting Bill as we saw, so there'll be no shock. Unless Ardux can cheese it. Yeah, but the race is over. See if maybe Lucas can go for the shortcut here. I don't think anyone did this cut successfully in the match.
I don't think anybody of our POVs actually went for it. To be fair, I think all of our
Yeah,
POVs.
yeah.
were up in the top
But I
spot.
don't think anyone even made it otherwise. And Lucas fails it too. Not a free shortcut, but a really good one to know. You can take it in a star as well, just in case you didn't know that in the chat. You can do that one in a star. 2, 3, 4, 8. Another winning race for IKW.
I really think the biggest like misplay of that entire race was Callum missing that golden strat.
Yeah, I think he gets the first off the. Well, he got the triple shrooms in 4th after, so I don't know how much it
It
actually
wasn't
mattered.
that bad, but he definitely would have gotten into first.
Yeah, he at least would have been closer to contest. Maybe he hit a he would like that nano snipe he had, where they tried. He would have been in range for that. So, but not the end of the world. Obviously, don't go for stuff you're not comfortable with. That's a noob CT move to go for cuts you don't know.
Very true, very true. All right, well, we're halfway through, and IKW up by 35, so really gotta hope that
Is-
FW can somehow kind of pull it together and bring it back. Lucas
Yeah.
has been getting the shocks, but as we saw
Right.
in that last one, lost it.
AT's just kind of been alone in the front a lot of these races.
I haven't really
Hold
seen much of Brigham and Flavian. That's very true. I've seen
Yeah,
Murray a couple
Murray
times.
we've seen, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe missing a presence like Dylan in the server right now. Switch to AT if you can quickly. I want to see if you can keep first here. It can be a tough one. Oh yeah, he doesn't even go for it. Just opts to play conservative and get up on the top. And he's
Ooh,
bumped
bumped
off.
off as
Yeah,
well.
that's an interesting way. Both POVs end up falling off as they respawn in 7-8. You really just need to try to stick the wheelie and insta wheelie if you want to keep first there, from my experience.
That's what I do.
The Jaker strat, as we call it.
All right.
Why he's
Well,
holding
we
the
just
string.
saw Callum fall off on the other POVs and be gone 8th. So both
Yeah,
of our
probably,
POVs back to
probably
back.
stick with AT for this one. I'm surprised AT didn't chain the shrooms, to be honest. I feel like Lucas has it
already having
early.
a shock, so
This track got updated in sort of recent times to become fullback. And I'm curious if Ardux knows that, because if he can go full back, it looks like IKW's really good spots right now. That could be big if he knows how to get back and
I'm
secure
pretty
a
sure
second shock.
IKW is top 3. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Like if Ardux doesn't keep going back, I think they'll maybe TS here this lap.
I think the problem is I don't know if they have any dodges because like I think they've only hit one box in 7th. Like other
Yeah,
than 8th.
Callum being half a lap behind in 8th has been beneficial for them. AT going for this cut. The other one's a little bit more
I'm
precise.
holding a star. If I'm Callum, I think I might just opt to hold this thing. Oh, okay.
No, I don't mind using it because he's gonna stay 8th. I think he needs to get a star into a spot where he can like sort of be relevant in the race.
Oh, or that. If we
Bill's
switch to the other
Bill's
POV,
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we just see Callum pull the
yeah,
bill.
yeah.
So.
See him have Bill. We can switch back. He's gonna use Bill. I like that. Bill's pretty bad at the end of the track because it's it goes around that little shroomless cut. So.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's a
Bali.
game killer from Bali. Nice back bomb. I mean, not that that took much skill as back bomb, but still nice. Here comes Shock.
Shock. Looks like Murray dodges in 6th.
Two Dodgers. I want to say Brigade dodged as well.
TS Clyde and Bali.
Either Bali or Season. Two IKWs.
Pretty sure I saw Season continue to go forward. So
And something to note, Ardux is sitting where he used to sit because it was a sitting track. It doesn't look like he knows you can go full. Oh, is he? No. He might know.
I think he's back.
Yeah, he might know. But it's still pretty good spots. I think it's still top 2 for IKW. This TC kind of sucks. Bali gets shroomed, so he really has no problems there. Ardux going for the respawn right now. See if he gets it. He does. Yeah, he's gonna be 10. Callum's still 8th. I think he got TS'd in last.
I'm pretty sure that they're just holding first, by the way, because I see Callum all back here.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's just Season up there in first.
Shock into set, maybe? Did Bali mega dodge? It's hard to see from these bobs. See if AT can get a good item and beat him out. Clyde spinning.
I don't think this is going to be enough to gain a spot at all. Bali off the track.
Pulling a snowy.
Yeah. Bali literally off the track, which don't even know how you're off the track there.
Unfortunate for the ball man. So that's going to be a winning race for FW. We haven't seen one of those in a while. That's good.
Like maybe the comeback starts now.
Yeah, they really good from Lucas. That shock obviously wasn't like the best because the Packers already kind of split, but with that shock, they just lose that race by so much more. Wow, big winning race actually. I don't know what happened. Maybe there was a POW in the front that we missed, or a blue, 2 blues.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. All I know is that looks like Bali dodged or got shocked in the set and was off the track. So I think
they might have like TS'd Season as well. Maybe I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, their main focus on getting a top spot there, but that second shock kind of kills himself, which unfortunate.
Yeah, but they had a bit of a lead to play with, so still plus 18 If bag points are correct, I have not been paying attention to that. Probably should have. Big Nature City and Mansion of Madness. Mansion of Madness, pretty old track, so I'd expect everyone to be pretty comfortable on it. Big Nature City, obviously, a CS special. Nice and flat and open.
Gimmick from FW.
I don't think Mansion's too much of a gimmick track. There's enough spots where you can interact with other players on that one.
I personally suck at it, so it's a gimmick.
Well, you heard it here first. Any track Aidlo's bad at is a gimmick.
Exactly.
See what AT opts to do. This
Tommy
is
Tim's
a
going around.
shroom
He's
track.
going around.
He slows a little bit. He gets a box in 5. Trip reds. Classic. Not the best for the situation though. Callum gets a box 9 and a star on our other POV. Let's switch to Callum. Let's see how he chooses to play with the star.
I mean, if I'm Callum, if I get a box in 7th up here, I'm just about to chain it. Why? Yeah.
Oh, that
missed the box.
sucks.
That's not good.
It's not the first crucial. Oh,
Star's
good start.
pretty good,
Yeah.
though.
AT with the mega. Fortunate
get
pull.
into
He's
first
gonna get
pretty
into
easy.
first. Yeah. I think there's a bomb car here. Yeah, he's probably too far
Trying to
to
lag
keep
it?
it.
I personally would have slowed down just to hit it. I think actually their top
Yeah,
two.
looks like Flavian's behind him, but wasn't season got hit or something. So early blue.
Oh.
Oh, it's just gonna be. Oh, it's 1-3-4 still. Curious how aggressive AT will be with his other teammates up here. Some really good back spots here at the end of the track. Another blue. Wow.
You try and
Decent
Get
slow
him
though. He made season lose a lot of time, and I think he didn't get Reddit, but
I mean, still 1-3-4.
yeah,
Five?
good play from AT. Oh, went for the drift trick. That's a classic play on that one. Trying to drift trick down and not getting a trick. I think we've all done that. Clyde taking the maybe underutilized shortcut.
I mean, I really don't know if that was worth it from Clyde giving ET like a better box.
Yeah, if he has more shrooms, I'd say it was worth it, and it looks like he does.
He
So,
does, so.
and Callum's golden ain't.
I don't think that's the golden spot, is it?
It's not as good, but it's like
blue
fine.
for Flavian. This is IKW's third blue of the the match, or this race at least. I think Flavian dodged it though, so.
Yeah, W Flavian. Clyde shroom gutting. Pretty close. Doesn't. Oh, Artix has the shock. Artix has the shock. I repeat.
Go Ducks.
See if Lucas can star bash him here.
Oh, he's gonna get him. He's gonna get him.
Yeah, he missed him. He missed him, and he has a golden now. Artix is gonna be safe with it. That could be
Alright,
big.
okay.
And
he should be able to
Clyde hit
bomb
Flavian.
here.
Yeah, this is a free
Should be able to
bomb.
bomb
Except
here.
he just hit him with the fib. And Clyde, a lot of impact this race. This is a track that I know he likes. I hope they don't try to do something goofy with this cannon here, and it doesn't look like they will. Because they're really good spots. Are they top 4? No, they're top 3, 8.
What? Who called that?
I have no words.
What? Why
Lucas spun, right? Like, I'm not.
Well, literally, no. I think the only person that wasn't up there was Bali, and I think that's a Bali call. No way, that's a Bali
I think it
call.
was season. I think it was season. I actually.
Pretty sure season was in second.
No, that was Callum. I thought.
Oh, there's too many blue lines or green lines.
Green lines, yeah. That. Yeah, maybe it was Bali. I don't know. They obviously like they tried to dodge in the cannon and they missed it and just dodged. Like that's a mental mistake.
Yeah, I don't really know.
No, Psycho, he didn't. I was watching, like, I went back to look as the shot came because I was so surprised, but Lucas was small on his screen. The 6th FW player. Nice to see another D3 competitor, Alpha Casey, in the chat. Shout out to him. But that's obviously IKW still winning that race, but that really could have cemented things.
With one GP left to go, I mean, IKW up 25. It's not that big of a lead per se. That could be changed to a single digit in just one race. So I don't think it's that big of a problem for FW to come back from here. but
No, they're certainly capable of this. Marble Towers, I feel like it's a risky pick.
I'm
Cannon
actually
Track
gonna,
and Lucas has been pretty good this match.
I'm gonna talk about something that Alpha just said in the chat. He says, "Run me that rematch in finals. Change vote to 14 playoff." Considering that your team was the main team to vote for 3, I think we're gonna pass on that.
Yeah, I actually read that too, and I wasn't gonna say anything because I actually wanted to do 14 playoffs, even though I thought we were gonna get the 1 seed because I just like playing best of threes. I thought it would have been fun.
Exactly.
But my other
you know,
teammates just hate MKWe and wanted to go for the 3-team playoff. No one going for the fun, cool strat on the right there. That's
I
kind of
guess that's
disappointing.
only 3 people that ever do that. You, Brody, and Zoa. Like nobody on Earth does that.
There's plenty of other people who do it. Lucas does it, but he's bagging.
Oh.
He's also kind of failing right now at bagging. Both baggers struggling. AT getting the first of that golden. Interesting golden spot. He just opts to go there.
I mean, I kind of like it just getting into first.
I don't know. He had it in like fifth though. Like he would have been so. There's a really good golden strat where you can like skip all the ramps. But yeah, getting into first is never too bad of a play on a track like this. Lucas getting Bill in 10th. He's gonna go for the bag strat on our other pop. Let's see how Callum handles this. I mean,
Ooh,
that
that's
was definitely
kinda
slower, but you hit the mirror again. I want to see what spots they are. They're 1-3 at least. Lucas in 10th. Nothing out of the cannon. Always, a bit scary going into the cannon after someone there. Lucas gets Bill again on our other Pav. It's going to be close as the Shroom gets him to first. I don't think it will, because he's lost a lot of time driving throughout the
I
slot.
don't think he's gonna get to first at all. I think he'll get maybe within. Ooh, good green from AT.
Yeah, good green avoidance.
It's gonna be close coming out of cut though.
Yeah, he hits a better
A
line
better
coming out of
line.
cut, and I think he is, yeah. Even without the double hop, he gets into first. Missing that box kind of sucks, but AT misses it in second as well. He can't have a red. One Nana behind him. Misses it. Yeah, if he goes for the TT strat, that might have hit him.
Honestly, what we watched Callum do last lap, AT might catch him. Yeah.
It looks like Callum did it better this lap, but that was clean from AT. See, if he did the TT strat, he'd be in first right now. Sorry. I need to chill. Lucas got Bill again, and it looks like Ardex might just have it. He's kind of just goofing off in ninth.
Dubs ducks.
Yeah, definitely a Ducks. And oh no, they don't, because Season is actively trying to troll Lucas, and he just pulled shock.
Oh,
Big trail. That's actually. Oh yeah, he did lose it, and he gets Bill now. Let's see if they can pull. Who's the Shroom Cutter? Flavian into first.
I think.
And he bumps him.
Bumped
Wow,
him.
good play from Flavian. That's high impact. Top 2-4 now. AT going for the
Was it
TT
blue?
strat. That was definitely slower, but it avoids the blue. See if he can nail this, and he does. That was really well played. Callum also nails it in second, but it's
But
still a
Murray
really.
through?
I,
I think he might have just got passed by Murray on
that
the
might be
line.
top 2-4-5. This is going to be close.
No, it looks like Brigade's in 7th.
Okay. I think it's 1-3-4 then, but it's still a good race. Yeah, Brigade. I thought Brigade was one of the other people up there, and then I saw Murray Sherman. Apologies. 2-5-6-8. That's really good from Season there to tank his race and go hit Lucas with the shock. Because
Well, no,
that's
beats him out. So, yeah.
yeah. If they shock, that's top 3 if they shock him off the ramp there. So
I mean, 1-3-4-7 is still very good to kind of get us.
yeah, that's a good start to the comeback. Down 14 now.
Only down 14 now, so it shouldn't be that hard to kind of get within single digits.
Snowland and Mansion of Madness. I think we've seen both these tracks before from the teams. And looks like Mansion. Yeah. That's big. That's actually really important to. I think FW are really good at this track. I know when we played this one. I think we actually got 2, 3, 4. I think I lied. Oh, Jaden DC'd and we got 2, 3, 4, 8. Yeah. Okay, I just remembered, but
I did not play this match because I was not
And-
available because I was.
you were in Dubai.
God dang it.
Yeah, we played the cursed lineup of me, Snoopy, Snowy, and Jaden, which we'll never play again because we were like 0-4 with that lineup.
I'm pretty sure the only match we lost when I was playing was the one where we sold
The last
yeah.
one with Axel, yeah. We only
Yeah,
lost 3
pulling
matches.
up for a
so there
box in
was-
50 or maybe chip frames. Single wheel.
Yeah, interesting decision. The cuts don't save a ton on this track, but I think just going for box there is still decent.
Are they bottom 4?
Nah,
No,
they're
4 plus, so.
yeah, top 3 right now for FW. Lucas going for the bag strat, see if he can nail it. This one is a little bit precise, but makes it nice and easy. Yeah, I don't even know where Ardux is, so he is struggling. Bali
Oh,
hitting the
Bali
bill.
hit.
It's a noob move. Nice wall glitch there from Callum. No trick.
I mean, if
but
I'm
that's
Callum,
fine.
I'm chaining this.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, maybe he's just gonna take it through cut. He's not gonna chain.
I think chaining there would have been better. Oh, he's gonna
Yeah,
hold it.
he's gonna hold it, and he's redded for it.
I don't really think that's the play, but whatever.
Maybe they're just assuming. Maybe I think holding the dodge can't be good on this track
I mean,
because
Ducks could have.
They
Oh,
just
never
have.
mind. Never mind.
the bottom 2 right now for IKW. AT, one of his better tracks, is breaking first.
Out
But
on
that
landing.
Pal on landing though,
Oh.
Clyde's gonna pass him. Nearly every TS on this track is just horrible. This track's pretty old. Pretty classic. Oh, Shroom first try.
I don't think he's gonna be able.
Where even is Clyde? Oh, there he is. Hello, Clyde. And Callum's just used to star. I don't like that play at all. If Bali doesn't have a star in 7th right now,
I
think
think
that's really bad.
all of the loose panels. Yeah, Clyde.
Clyde with another Shroom though. So that power was to get him in air. Good coordination from Ivan Cartwee. Maybe a Nana here? Nah. Nana there. Good attempt. Oh, good fib. Wow.
Ooh.
Maybe AT's guard was down a little bit, thinking Clyde may have had another Shroom, but he does not. And he fails the
AT
wall
missing
glitch.
it. What is happening? Oh, and Callum's bombed out of their POV.
So that's 6-7 right now for.
Yeah, I mean, top
I
2.
mean, maybe Flavian has a mega here.
Say Flavian's taking the cut. I mean, what really is the best shock spot here? Is TS at the end's not even very good.
No, it's good. It respawns you before the ramp, but it's like only 2 of them are beating them, and Callum's gonna dodge. So
Callum should just be using star now.
yeah, he's in star now. He might have used it earlier. He's probably fine. Here comes
I
shock
don't think that. Oh, but AT's stuck.
under the thwomp, and season lived, so that didn't even matter. We finished in 5th. Who was the other player who passed him? Yeah,
It was another IF match, or not IF.
Yeah, it was.
OU member.
It was Murray, maybe. I don't know.
Murray was in 7th, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had a star.
very good
without
then.
that.
Oh, Alpha just said it was me, and he got first. Congrats to Alpha. He only down 200 on 2nd now. With that 15-point race from him. AT going through the menu so quick we can't even see. But that it's really do or die now for
I mean, it looks like
FW.
IKW still got top 2.
Yeah, they did. Season lived the TS. And Callum dodged past Murray to secure the 8th for him. We'll get Caesar in the chat. Big matches from Caesar earlier. Really put on a show for everyone
Easier.
in his D5 semis win. I think they go on to Flag 2 goes on to play what's that team called? The VS one.
I don't know.
Zogzit in
Zogzit.
finals.
Do you remember when our team played flag earlier this season?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Do you remember what the outcome of that was?
Yeah, we lost.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Alpha says, "Hey Ford, which team do you think is better here? Who do you want to play less in finals?"
Hold on. I'm gonna answer this for you real quick. Both these teams, in my opinion, are awful. So it's an easy win for us. The banner's already made. Put on my wall. It doesn't
I'm-
really matter who wins.
I'm gonna be a bit more humble than Aidlo. I think both teams bring different strengths, but I think we're better at IKW's tracks. I think FW pose more of a threat because I play Sandy Clock. Like I'm probably the only player on our team who's played Sandy Clock Tower more than one time. Lucas needs to go hit the next key. It needs to hit the next key checkpoint.
Remember when I bagged in 6C against Psycho? I actually made that strat, like the slow wheelie, and I got in 10th, but then I put Bill. It was
Of course you
depressing.
get Bill. Like that's so unlucky. But
Exactly.
Lucas still in 10 for the time being. Is someone DC? He's in. Oh no, he's back in 10. Ardex finally making. Lucas is not doing these blocks very well, but that's okay. He's still gonna be 10.
AT gonna make the cut? Easy
Very
money.
nice, very nice. Golden's now.
Holding there is crazy, no? Is that not gonna hurt?
No, this makes it through cut. He's good.
Oh.
It's actually better because like if you start goldening at the cut, you don't get a box here, so that's a pretty good play.
Oh,
IMO.
I'm not really tapped into that. So, I mean, if I'm Clyde, I'm just it's so tight.
Top 2-4.
Oh,
That's
well,
like, that's just what I think Clyde really does well for this team. He's obviously an experienced RT player. He's gonna know how to hit
right
people like that.
there. Oh, hit both of them.
Yeah. So 2-3s. I think I saw Flavian behind him. Decent green attempt from season. I know I think super tight. Thunder line.
Looks like 1, 3, 4.
Lucas is in Bill right now.
Looks like the
That's-
Ducks has.
I don't know if he has it because I looks like he's still. Yeah, he just hit a box in 10, but I mean, obviously Lucas getting Bill there is really bad. They need shock because they need a pretty good race here. Strom won't get him to first, but he can maybe make a snipe after cut. Lucas the shock. Lucas the shock. This is big. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Flavian dodging. He's gonna be no. Why did he get rid of the reds? That's such a misplay in my opinion. He
That's a
could have
L.
easily griefed. Yeah.
I'm pretty
Season
sure
will
Steve's
be.
gonna resize for that too. Oh,
And
Flavian's
Flavian's going around. Yeah, the shark needed to be like a second later.
Flavian also needs to not back those reds.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate play. But AT's not gonna get close enough to Mega Season. This is still a good race for FW. I think
mean,
my
1, 4.
yeah, they need to hope everyone lives. Lucas is a
They
shock
also-
again.
Oh my god. I mean,
That's
AT
tight.
would be kind of smart here just to like see if he can get a red. Yeah, that works. Yep, he needs to get a red here. That kind of sucks. He's got to hope he gets.
Yeah, I think you try to.
Clyde.
Oh, okay. He lives 1-3-5. I don't see Murray. But winning race.
Yeah, not bad.
That's. I think Flavian will be upset with himself after that one.
Yeah, I mean that's a hard sell. I mean, backing those 2 reds after dot. I think Brigid actually did pass him, but that shouldn't have mattered. He should have.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Brigid. If Brigid just taps the brakes, and like even if he hits AT with one of the reds there, I think it's still worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But,
what it's odds. Yeah. all
yeah, odd spots. So it's plus 11 or something. I think plus 9 maybe. Plus 7. Yikes, my math sucks. Yeah, unsure on bag points. It's going to be roughly a 16-point lead. Or Lucas got 9th there, so it's at least a little bit closer. 14 maybe is the lead going into the last race for IKW. I can't believe Striker's talking about being the best bagger on that track when he literally cost his team finals by disconnecting, or semis by disconnecting. Those who know. Infernal, Pipe Yard, and BC4. 2 beautiful tracks, I must say. You're King Roland at risk for 0-4 predictions of the day if FW lose this one. That is tragic. 2 mid tracks? You don't like these ones, Alpha? BC4 it is.
I mean, just gonna point this out, Astro. On the graphic, IKW is down 56 right now. You might want to fix that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Astro fixing the scoreboard real quick. Shout out to him. What's the
hit. I mean, I don't think like being 8. Do you think Ardux knows how to make the strat?
Probably not, but Lucas hasn't gotten shrooms yet. He's changed 6 stars in a row.
Give him shrooms.
And he just got Bill.
See if AT can hit the low tricks here. Low trick. Oh, low trick. Hit this
Pretty
low trick
clean.
too. Get it, get it, get it, get it.
Nah, I didn't go for it. That one is riskier, to be fair.
I do that one all the time and I fall off all the
I
time.
same. I'm like 50% on it, and every time I make it, I'm like, oh, holy shit, I'm so good. And every time I miss it, I'm like, why did I just do that?
I think I did that in EI once, and then I called a respawn dodge on myself.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, like, Astro just on top of things. We're gonna see Lucas go for the strat. Let's see if he knows he's tapped into the forward alignment, which Krusty made it first try after learning the forward alignment.
The forward alignment?
Yeah, he's lost, bro. He's not making it from this far back. Oh wait, okay, this
Maybe
is looking
one
better actually.
Oh, did you do it?
Very nice.
Oh, clean.
Okay, so that's.
I mean, IKW in top 2, so they really have to hope that they can get.
Yeah,
the
they're
shot.
gonna have to use. Lucas gets a first try.
They're gonna honestly maybe even use it like.
Yeah, it
sooner than
depends on what
later,
the
like
dodge
last day.
situation is. I think shocking onto that ramp could have honestly been decent. Just they just need to make the pack closer so that that second shot can be more potent.
Callum getting TC'd in last was like Brigid.
Oh, he
Oh.
passed it to Brigid though, but he's
Oh,
off.
but he jumps off. Yeah, the
It's
POV.
not really
Okay.
his fault. He like resized over the ramp. I mean,
Alright,
it's still
well,
just top
AT
2.
and third
Oh,
on the
there's a
shrimp.
blue.
Blue
Okay.
at least. That's not bad. Can't dodge it, which is good. Good thing this isn't retro rewind because this is
The race
blue
would be over. Yeah.
Yeah. I learned that the other day. I was playing a retro rewind Mogi, and like I was in first, and I was like prepared to go into lap 3. I just finished in first, and I was like, oh, that's nice. Lucas was shock again, so that's good.
Back-to-back first try. Very well done.
I mean, AT's got to play for first, which Clyde's kind of far away. I'm not really sure.
I think
how.
I don't think AT can make a play for first. I think they need blue.
Oh my god.
Spicy green, especially missing these boost panels. He won't get first without blue.
I mean, really, Callum got to no. He's got to slow down there and just keep hitting Murray. Someone's in Bill.
Is this in Bill? That's Bali, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Murray in 8th. Like I don't know if I were Callum, I might have just sat to
Another
8th.
blue. Another
Oh,
blue.
the blue is big. Callum doesn't get a dodge.
He's gotta get
Doesn't
a
get anything to
bro.
combo. Oh,
He's
oh
gonna
he
try
needs,
and touch
he
him.
needs
Oh,
to
he's-
snipe him there. Maybe backs. I don't think 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
I
5
don't
wins
think so.
though.
Oh, he's gonna, maybe he can swag with this star. No, Clyde's gonna get in the first. That's smart. FW 2-3. That's not enough.
It's not enough though.
All right. Well, GG's to IKW.
Yeah,
Honestly,
IKW
10.
were. It was like not a great chance they were going to make playoffs going into the last weekend, and now they are looking like they're going to be in finals. Yeah, they won by
Yeah, let's
17.
play-
I can't
Let's
imagine.
play next Sunday.
I can play next Sunday.
Exactly 1 week from now.
Yeah, good race from Clyde. He had a couple really good backs. And that
Mhm.
green, can't put that green. Yeah, really well done. I'll see. See if anyone wants an interview from their team. I assume Bali will get in here. W ball work from MeWe. Thank you for watching, Ivan. Obviously the king of IKW.
I mean,
Charlie
really,
in the
I
chat.
wanted to kind of see Ivan bag, but I know he's not very good, so smart play from
Yeah,
KW to go with the
that's
season
that's
vet
why
back, but
that's why he's perma-benched for you and on RTs.
or he'll bag. He says he'll bag finals, which I mean, win
Do we
feast.
do we put typical in? Typical versus
Never. Literally, I'm dropping. I'm not playing. I'm never playing that ever.
D1 finals have not been scheduled yet. King Roland, I think maybe this Saturday at 2 could be a potential time for that. D2, I have no idea. I don't really pay attention to that rep chat. Putting you and Ivan in finals? That's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, Ivan versus typical would be pretty bad. I mean, that like 0 shocks.
Ivan versus X Will. Those
Ooh,
who remembers the X Will bagging Retro League versus Spoon?
That's tough. Loki's so much aura.
Yeah, he can join this call. I think. Get Bali in here. Oh, and
Bruh.
Bol just got a ping. We will likely be delaying a week. That's okay though. Oh, okay. I'm gonna move them in. Move to media. And Bali is so useless, bro. He has perms to join the call and he doesn't join it. But I'm moving everyone
I
in.
didn't feel like
What
joining
an
this one.
idiot!
Where is
Well-
this call?
Special secret call that you're not cool enough to see. Sorry,
Oh,
that's
hi.
Wow.
Welcome,
Congrats to IKW
IKW.
on the win. Yeah, congrats. Now you get to face, the tough competition, the real
Shut up,
challenge.
Aidlo. This is about IKW, not about us. Really nice win. I was impressed with your play throughout. Any
you, Paul.
thoughts? Anything you want to say after the win?
Not in relation to that match, but for the next match, we have a better logo than you. We're winning next week, or whatever we play.
Whoa.
Cap.
We're coming in
Also,
swinging.
Just need to point out, Bali did not win Alpine Peak again. Still never seen him win it in a war.
That's crazy.
It's a team thing.
Gonna-
It's not a volume of
I'm gonna have to blame TCs on that one.
TCs.
Yeah,
okay,
typical.
so that's the big reason. That makes a lot of
unluckiest
sense.
player on Winfire, unfortunately.
Actually, that goes to JT.
True.
I can be the second unluckiest. Don't worry.
Sure.
Oh.
Actually, I think I'm hitting Golden Lounge is pretty unlucky as well.
But yeah, we will be building the anticipation, delaying the match out because Season and I need time to get into our SOP 2019 Prime.
That's true. I don't think. Well, me personally, I'm not in any rush to play. Definitely want a good match that isn't rushed. So
Yeah,
No
I
problem.
just don't want I just don't want finals to be as much of a as much as a one-way swing as the matches we played
think-
against you in the regular season.
I will
so-
say the thing on that is our first match against you guys was literally like one of our first matches playing together as a team. Like we'd not done any scrums really before then. We've practiced much more, and then me and Callum have both gotten into the game much more than we had before. So I think we are in a much better seat than we were to make it like a closer match than what it was at the beginning.
Also,
I'm
LV is
hoping
just
for a very
cursed and
good
can't
match.
win week one. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
it's never
definitely I
happened,
mentioned
and
it.
it never will happen.
I mentioned before, like, and I know I've seen you playing a lot of RT Lounge and then Callum playing a lot of CT Lounge, just getting back into sort of the swing of things. Been good to
Yeah,
see.
Mhm.
been enjoying the game more, and it helps a lot regardless of what game mode you're playing. Just feeling the controller again. And
Yeah,
the squad has
no.
gone to like we've played with a very consistent lineup. With Ardux bagging as well. He can't join, but it's been a very consistent like lineup we've played, and we felt the difference as the
Yeah.
season's gone.
I feel like we've gotten a lot better, like from the start of the season till now.
As they say,
It was
warm-up
very
matches.
rough at the start.
I would definitely agree, just as a spectator.
It's just
Yeah,
like,
from-
unfortunate because I'd like to play CTs more, but being
I
a
wouldn't.
UK-based player,
UK, yeah, it
CT
doesn't
Lounge
work.
being the only, or CT mid-tier even being the only way I can play like CTs consistently is just unfortunate because
Yeah.
I'm lucky to get like one match
Yeah, for
a
sure.
day because like CT Lounge, or at least mid-tier CT Lounge, is like most active like at 3 a.m. my time.
Yeah.
Ideal.
The Bali hours, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
And obviously, if I'm playing AD, it's fucked. But you know what? We've gone from race 1 of this season, me telling Clyde to shut the fuck up, to last race of semis, me and Clyde.
I remember
So you know what? That was personality type A in friend group B, but you know what? We've made it.
You had like one lap in. You say shut the fuck up.
That was fire, and you did,
Yeah.
Yeah, good. It's Clyde's been spending all season cyberbullying me for saying dumb stuff.
Bali, Miwi has a question for you. Will you be praying that Peanut Circuit doesn't get picked in finals?
I'm missing more.
Miwi, I can actually say that I ate peanuts during the match.
Oh
Wow.
Nice.
Shoving nuts in his mouth during the match. That's crazy.
Ooh.
I mean, he needs to
Oh,
get to
oh,
one
oh,
somehow.
This isn't a question, but this is from Alpha KC.
Oh.
Season and Clyde suck.
Okay.
It's true.
That's what he said.
Alpha's my dog.
And I'll just leave it at what
I-
is Alpha's country of residence? Where does he live?
I would also like to say, I mean, I'm not really sure how he's gonna tell you guys that you suck when you guys are actually in the finals and his team didn't even scratch the playoffs.
I was gonna say, is he even in the
Wow.
finals?
And also a bit of
Should've
insider,
voted
a bit of insider knowledge. His Minecraft base looks like shit in the observatory server. It's fucking
Whoa,
horrific.
whoa,
for
whoa.
team.
It's awful.
I
yeah,
feel like it's pretty
thunderous.
good, but
You
mine's
should
also
blow it
the
up.
worst one by far.
You're already on the death counter, so.
I have like 5 deaths. I think I'm second now. I just passed you.
Thank God.
blow
was
it up.
embarrassed.
Dying
Wait,
in
true.
Minecraft 5 times.
It's he.
All right. Do we have anyone good to raid? Any matches going on? Maybe RTs or anything?
think Lawler
could
was
aid-
streaming.
You could raid
Oh,
Eric.
Lawler.
He's doing CT low tier.
Yes.
There should also-
maybe,
No,
maybe,
I mean,
maybe
Enma-
Enma
Enma's
02.
Yeah,
streaming
Lawler is
Call, you
streaming.
can
Oh,
raid
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Call.
MP's
That might be more.
playing
That might be more
against
entertaining
RS.
than arthritis CT low tier gameplay without Mike.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, fuck.
raid
that-
raid an MP streamer or RS. Well, I don't know if anyone from RS.
I
A
find it
rep,
really
a rep
funny.
should be streaming. If you want to raid him.
If you ever watch Eric like stream with the mic, you can actually hear like cracking, and you think that's like, oh, it's just like him like moving the GCN. No, that's just his wrist.
What?
Oh,
That's all it is.
That's hard. And on the topic of arthritis, shout out.
He's
to
getting
Alex.
old, you know. He's like, I don't know.
I think
How
he's
old is
pushing
he?
On
40.
30.
He's pushing 40.
Yeah, exactly.
Pushing 40. It's not even 30 yet. Let's not spread misinformation to 40 people.
No, let's let Callum know there's people with him.
What do you mean?
That's true. I think Callum's like a bit older than me, so.
I turned 24 last week. I'm not liking
Jesus
it.
Christ.
You're so much older than like the rest of us. Like,
Oh.
except,
You're,
like,
you're
Nathan, I
younger
guess.
than me then, unfortunately.
Okay.
So.
I don't like it. I've been playing like on and off since I was like 16, and like
Imagine.
I remember
And you're
like
still
I
this
remember
bad?
the first time
16
playing the game like being like over 20 was like ancient, and now I'm pushing mid 20s now, and I hate it.
Yeah, you started playing when you were 16. I
Pushing
turned 16
mid-20s.
next week.
I am pushing mid 20s. I'm 24.
It's embarrassing.
It is.
Lore?
Ooh, sounds.
Now Callum's in his feels. It's over.
Yeah, dude, that was too far. man.
Finals is cancelled. GG's ball.
Dude, did you raid someone yet?
I thought Astro
That's
was gonna
crazy.
do it, but I just did now.
Let's go.
I wasn't sure who we were doing.
Who are we raiding?
I did
Oh,
Enma.
like,
The Lawler.
Okay, cool.
Streaming with Call. I feel like Call is pretty entertaining to watch. How's
Nathan.
Canton playing CT or RT or Mogies? We need to talk about that. He's too good for that. Anyways,
Actually,
thanks everyone for watching. Shout out to IKW. Shout out to all the viewers.
Thanks,
And
man.
Hopefully the
Let
finals
everyone
get
know that
casted.
we were the D1 Retro League champions.
Retro League
Before.
champions.
Thank you, Dino.
I'm fearing for
Shut up.
my life.
Shout out to Dino.
Alright, I gotta go. Nice win, y'all.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Strategy
Congrats
Tracks.
on the win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Good luck
Good
against
luck, both
us.
of you guys.
Yeah.
We're dog walking you every day of the week.
Just so that you
Yeah.
know. Rachie already has the banner made and it's in my DMs.
Well, she's gonna have to go
Let's
back and edit
go.
that shit. Hello.
I
And
can
also
go
we
right
have-
out. I can just write on top of it.
And also, not to threaten you or not threaten you, but we have Saga on our side ready to DDoS at any given moment.
Oh,
True.
fucking great. I guess I don't have the best internet on planet Earth. He's not gonna be able to hack.
Oh, you're not gonna have it when Saga gets involved.
Yeah. We can make sure it's one or the other.
Yeah, wait. I guess